The iconic Scotties trophy. The gold medal up for grabs. It's our final Sunday, the Scotties Tournament of Hearts, here in St. Catharines, Ontario.
Sliding along smoothly, Rachel Homan was untroubled for most of her week here in St. Catharines. Undefeated, Ontario met Manitoba in draw 16. And that's an impressive win for Michelle Englot. Made the final 9-5. 24 hours later, the two teams would battle again. Make the final Manitoba a 9-8 win. Michelle Englot has had Ontario's number, defeating the two-time champions twice. Tonight, the two best teams all week face off for a third and final game. But this time, it's for the title. Manitoba, Ontario, the Scotties final. Next.
It is the final Sunday night of our Scotties coverage. There is the Meridian Centre in St. Catharines, Ontario. Holds about 5,000 people. You can bet most of them cheering for Rachel Homan in her home province. Michelle Englot in her first Scotties back in the late 80s. What a long road to get back here into the final. And speaking of long roads, how about the road from Regina to Winnipeg? All that travel for practicing. And it's paid off with this new team that she's joined, as they were the only team all week long to knock off Rachel Homan and Team Ontario twice as they look for the gold medal. Meantime, for Rachel Homan, the only two blemishes have come against Manitoba as they'll try win Joanne Courtney her first ever Scotties title. As we're set for that gold medal game, glad you're watching our coverage. Come on inside the building. I'm Brian Mudrick, and one way or another, we'll have some history tonight. Michelle Englot played in her first Scotties way back in 1988, representing Saskatchewan. She made the playoffs that year. Now, nearly 3 decades later, she's in her first ever final and can win it at 53 years of age. Meantime, Rachel Homan's won 2 Scotties titles. If she can win one more tonight, she'd have 3 at 27 years of age, and that would be the youngest of any skip. The next closest, of course, was 33 years of age as well, the late great Sandra Schmerler. They were the best two teams all week long, and they met in that 1-2 page playoff game back on Friday night. It was Manitoba and Michelle Englot really putting the pressure on in this game. And we picked things up here in 8. Manitoba was leading by 2, but we know Rachel Homan, this is her weapon. The big in-off. Bump the red, cut it in, bang, bang, sticks the shooter, and Rachel with line 3 and looking to come back in this game. The crowd was loving it, but this lady unfazed all week long. Final stone to come for Michelle Englot. Quiet tap, stick it. She gets the single, and she took the momentum to another victory, and that is why she got the bye directly into that final as she goes for gold tonight. Earlier today it was that bronze medal day. Congratulations to Team Canada and Chelsea Carey, beating Kristen McCarville in Northern Ontario 7-4 in what is Amy Nixon's last game of the Scotties, so congrats to them. But it's all about gold tonight. Oh, the building's rocking. Let's send it back up to Vic Rauter.
Hello, Canada. Nice to be with you. And this Meridian Centre is close to being full for this championship final. Cheryl Russ alongside. I think it's fair to say some people may be surprised by the success of Michelle Englot out of Manitoba. First year with that team, formerly of Christy McDonald, and she wins the province. Then she comes here and rattles off 10 straight. And then what does she do? Twice she surprises the #1 team in the world in Rachel Homan. Do you think she has a further surprise for her tonight?
No reason why not, Vic. If you've done it twice, it might not be a surprise to Michelle Englot and team. It's all about that belief, but it's the old adage, Vic, in curling. You only have to curl 50% if you can force your opponent to curl 40%. And that's what Englot, the veteran for Manitoba, has done all week to every single team she played. Pressure.
You really do think that she has brought with her that experience of being 53 years of age and passed it right down the line to the entire team. Now, key for her is that she once again will have the last rock in this game. Do you think she'll be aggressive with it?
She has to be, Beck. She has to send that message to this Homan team. The Homan team's been in this position a lot. This team hasn't. Use the hammer, use your ice reading ability that Michelle's had all these years of being that veteran skip. Go right at them.
Kate Cameron, she's 25 years of age, first time here. says it's like playing with her mom. And I think Mom is going to take her under her wing tonight and try to keep her calm. Now it's time for the team from the Ottawa Curling Club, the two-time Canadian champion, skipped by Rachel Homan. And you know the building is going to be cheering for her. A partisan crowd, no doubt, here in St. Catharines. She rolled through the first 10 games before losing in the 1-2 and then the last round robin and 1-2 game. 10 straight wins. Does that do you good, or does it maybe create some problems?
Well, it definitely helps with the confidence, but is there a point that you become overconfident? In those round robin games, they could risk those big shots because they felt like they could always come back, but that hasn't been the case against Manitoba. This isn't one of your round robin games, so keep it close. Weigh the risks versus the rewards. You don't need to run away with this game. You just need to win by one.
So that is the matchup for this championship final. The Canadian Women's Curling Championship. The Scotties on the line when we come back.
We're in the final, and we know that if we play like we played in the 1-2 game, that we'll have a very good shot at it. So we'll just come out and try and put the same game together in the final.
Run it back, tap, tap, and that's enough for the single for Manitoba.
They all played really well. They're a strong team, and Englot's a great shooter, so we just have to be on our game. I think we made a few too many mistakes.
And away goes Manitoba to Sunday's final.
We're in the final, and we know that if we play like we played in the 1-2 game, that we'll have a very good shot at it.
And Ontario will move on.
It's a great experience to be in another final, and great for our team and great momentum moving forward. So we're going to be proud of how we did at the Scotties, regardless of the outcome. We're going to fight to the last draw.
The 2017 Scotties Tournament of Hearts is brought to you by Purex Bathroom Tissue. Purex, 90 years of pure comfort. The 2017 Scotties Tournament of Hearts is brought to you by World Financial Group, helping Canadians have better financial futures. By Tim Hortons, official coffee of Curling Canada. And by Home Hardware, homeowners helping homeowners with expert advice.
So now they meet for the third time in 4 nights. Ontario, Manitoba, this time for the championship. Time to meet the teams, brought to you by Home Hardware. Homeowners helping homeowners with expert advice.
Hi, I'm Michelle Englot, skip of Team Manitoba. My lead is Renora Westcott. My second is Leslie Wilson. My third is Kate Cameron, and we play out of the Granite Curling Club in Winnipeg, Manitoba.
Hi, I'm Rachel Homan, skip of Team Ontario. Our lead is Lisa Weigel. Our second is Joanne Courtney. Our third is Emma Miskew, and we curl out of the Ottawa Curling Club.
And for the third straight time, round robin, then 1-2 page playoff. Manitoba will have the last rock here in this opening end, playing the Red Stones. Ontario, the yellow. And getting us underway, the Ontario lead is Lisa Weigel.
Right slide, Joe. Front of the teeth.
Rachel was talking about, they asked if she was concerned about the 1 versus 2 loss, but they played Northern Ontario in that game, and they were 92%. She said they're feeling sharper than ever, so no concern about losing that 1 versus 2.
Well, you always think that if you knew you were going to get through a 3-4 game or a 1-2 or any sudden death game to get you to the final, you'd want to play in that game because the ice changes all the time. You get that much more chance to surface what it's going to do late in the game. And maybe more importantly in this situation, the rookie team sat around for 2 days.
That can be tough on the head if you don't use that time wisely. That's where the coach's responsibility comes in, your 5th man.
First stone went top 4. That's just too good, I guess, to leave alone and put up a corner. So we may be going up and down the ice here in this first.
Yep. It's coming down. Wow, really hard. It's really hard. Down.
Let's take a look at the keys to the game, and we'll start with Manitoba.
Yeah, it came down a little.
Well, Vic, it's what I thought Michelle would do is what she's done all week is throw the corner guard. Now she's going to do it. She got it off the forfeit area because that's what you want to see for a confidence thing. It's all about that senior savvy. She knows how to play this young team from Ontario. They're really good. You got to give them tough shots. So keep them buffaloed by putting pressure on them right from the get-go.
2, 3. Good.
And so the pressure starts to be exerted right now with that last rock here in the first.
Next weight run.
And the keys to the game for Rachel Homan in Ontario.
Well, we've seen it already. Manitoba just keeps coming at you, setting those angles up all the time. There's just no wiggle room out there, so you need to set up those angles to get that force and get the hammer back. And then these two-time champions recognize the experience and the knowledge that that gives you. Those are huge factors for you out there.
The keys to the game are brought to you by World Financial Group, helping Canadians have better financial futures. Well done. You brought it. You both brought it for the championship game.
Wiggle room?
Wiggle room.
Very good.
I like that, actually.
Yeah. Keep them buffaloed. I like that.
Yeah.
It's little things, that keep us happy.
That's right.
Thanks. Just one side.
Homan didn't take the bait there. They could have drawn around the corner set too, kind of set up a force situation, but you always hate to go around that corner guard without hammers. So really open.
Sorry, Russ. You saw a little bit of that in the Northern Ontario game where they ended up, Northern Ontario went in and they blanked out the end, and then they went really hard with the hammer in the second.
15. Nice, Les. Great. Got it. Okay.
Yeah, the hook's out there. She's just not biting, is she?
That's exactly it.
Yeah. No. Heel. Don't need to. Oh. Yep. Hard.
And rolling it over. They're going to cover their own. Wow, look at that. That'll just roll a little bit by as we once again say hello to Brian.
Hey, Vic, thank you very much. Obviously, after 2 losses, something had to give for Team Ontario. And their head coach, he might be into the analytics, but it doesn't take a rocket science to realize that something had to give. So we had a chat before the game, and I talked to Adam, and I said, listen, what's going to be different this time around? He said, number one, we got to get the ice early. Let's look at the lines. Let's communicate. Let's talk to each other nonstop out there. Number 2, we don't have to hit the home run right away. Let's be patient. Let's make some low-risk shots to start, and there will be opportunities. That will come. And number 3, the one thing that I was surprised that he said, Rachel Homan has been the quiet leader for this team all week long. On the ice this year, she's always very serious and stoic at times. He said she's been the sense of humor. She's provided the laughs for this team, and she's been an amazing leader out there. So hopefully, Cheryl, they won't get Westcott in this game.
Very good.
Trying to bring it, Brian.
But that's furthered exactly what you said, that Rachel has to dial it back, and maybe winning that way through the first 10, she felt she could play as Superwoman. Well, you know what? Sometimes you do have your own, a little bit of kryptonite. You do have to dial it back.
Yeah, I totally agree. I love that. I think Adam, for all the analytics he does, he sees that has been an issue, and maybe that's been the discussion they've had. Great advice.
Trying to put it on the corner doesn't work for Manitoba. Oh, they touched their own first, but they managed to get to shot rock as well.
That was dangerously close to a whiff. Just a little more on that top rock. It gets quite a chunk of the yellow, but the gear effect, it comes out lower, just enough to catch the top half of that red one.
This is a story.
Clean.
First time here.
Oh,
25 years of age, Kate Cameron.
Yep, hard run. Yep. Hard.
And she
Nice
brought up
Kate.
her numbers and her performance when it counted most in the playoff.
She has been outstanding under pressure. You always watch athletes as the pressure mounts, if their game stats goes up or down, and she's just increasingly got better and comfortable out here. I think a lot of that has to do with Michelle, though. Michelle, you know, is pretty calm, very unflappable.
I watched the team practice, and Michelle never lost her smile, even during practice. And Michelle Englot, that is, of course. And, you know, she'd gather the team, she'd have the smile, she as if to suggest, embrace the atmosphere. You may never get this chance again, so you should enjoy it. And, yeah, I mean, look at her 28 years later.
Incredible.
I think the other thing it does, too, she was smiling at the crowd, Michelle was, and I think the crowd, you kind of take them out of cheering for Homan specifically because they are the hometown crowd. Maybe you bring a few more to your side.
Veteran move right there is exactly that. You don't want the crowd on the wrong side. You want some cheering for you, and that's the best way to do it.
Good shot. Nice throw. 9-5. I'll go down.
So Englot already heading up the ice to save some time.
Just a little solid, I thought. Okay. How much weight here? Normal. Normal? Okay. Weight's good. Just normal. Normal. Clean. Nice one. Sorry.
Saw Rachel's number. She was 89% in that game versus Northern Ontario. The team was 92. Solid all the way up the line.
You see the contrast in these shots. Rachel had the broom about an inch off the center of the rock. Now the broom's out about 6-7 inches wider for the exact same shot. Just two different releases, slightly different speeds.
She was asked about this, Michelle Englot, about whether she's more comfortable with the draw weight or the up weight shot. And in fact, her up weight performance has really been good.
Incredible. Just incredible. It's been her better of the two shots. Now, you can argue sometimes the draws are so difficult that it's degree of difficulty, but I think the surprising thing for me is we all know Michelle can draw the forefoot with her ice shot, but it's the hitting ability has been fantastic.
Yeah, in the round robin, 86% on hits, 75% on draws.
I'm just going to throw it a little tighter into nose.
Okay. You got it.
Look at the ice difference here. Michelle had the broom 5 inches clear of the rock itself. Rachel splitting the middle of the rock. So if this doesn't curl at all, she hits it dead on.
Hairless. Oh, no. Clean. Oh, Joe. Clean. Let it curl, Joe. Roll it. Yep.
Yeah, and roll it they will towards the center line. This makes that roll for Michelle Englot a little more difficult.
Nice throw. I just gave that one more of a chance, see what it'd do. Yeah. Freebie, right? Yeah.
Sounds good. 8-5, Lester. It's just off center. Yeah.
Yeah.
Out of her hand.
Hard.
Leslie Wilson.
8-5. Hard. You
Renora
gotta
Westcott.
Go.
Got to hold this now. Watch this roll. You're going to have enough.
Out.
A little more. One more turn. No. And see that roll to the center line. Smart play. Homan forces an early mistake. Manitoba takes one.
They complement each other. Our front end works really well. The dynamic is really good.
Yep. 5. Yeah, 6. Come on, Lisa. Come on.
Their communication and the way they sweep, they're both insanely dedicated to the game.
Every inch, Joe. Hard.
Working hard both off ice and on ice to be the best front end tandem that they can be and trying to be the best in the world. Emma's been amazing. She's been with me kind of through everything, and we know each other really well.
I can get that to go over across the gems. Yes.
She knows a ton about the game and is an amazing line caller and obviously thrower, goes without saying. But she's just a huge part of this team and lucky to be able to play with her for all these years.
Joanne Courtney, in her first appearance with Team Ontario, throwing the second stones, Lisa Weigel, the lead, Emma Miscue. All part of this ladies' team. Rachel Homan out of the Ottawa Curling Club. And they have that last rock now as we play here in second. Welcome back to St. Catharines. On this championship Sunday night, the Scotties here at the Meridian Center. You just said, you know, little things. That roll by Homan towards the center line. If that stone stayed where it was, Russ, that would have been a blank.
Yeah, you picked up that right away. Exactly. Michelle had to throw it a hair harder and would have got away with it if that rock had been farther away from the center line. A good roll by Rachel Homan.
The Eagle comes through the hole. The Ontario stone pushing that rock back to the edge of the 8, but does pop out into the open. They are the shot rock with last stone here in this second, sitting top 8.
This could be fireworks this end because the center guard is really long, so both teams can get around with a soft weight like Lisa just proved. But the corner guard's not in a good spot either. It blocks off that in-turn draw for either team. Should be a series of soft shots here, I would think.
Weight's nice. Yeah. Firm. Yes. Just bumped. Hard. Up a little bit. Go, buddy. Hard. You got it. Stay on it. Stay on it. Hard.
Boy, if you got it across the nose here, a little bit, just a little bit, and roll it underneath. Good brush. Renora Westcott.
Great throw. Yeah, I think a solid hack.
A little, you're noticing a little more, a few more deep breaths after every shot.
That's one of the big things. You talk about the breathing, trying to calm yourself down. You go from narrow focus to broad focus and back again, and it really, you go back to the breathing that helps you.
Seems to be a lot less oxygen out there for everybody.
Stay close to this.
The air gets thin.
Got to get off this. No, it just touched it. It's still going to make contact. And then they jams at the back. Sitting now, 2 is Manitoba. So.
That's pretty good. We hit the guard and almost hit it through.
Oh, fortunate on this little rub.
No kidding.
And we just enough to catch it and push it back so it sits back of the tee line.
We'll finish a bit at the end here. Yeah.
Huge plus that it is behind the tee line. If they'd left it at top 4, you would have seen Michelle go around again and apply that pressure. She kind of has to hit this thing with those long guards.
9-2. Yes. Yes. Hard. Hard. Really moving. Hard.
One more time for Westcott.
Whoa. 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 Okay.
And this time she'll sit there on the edge of the 8. So we talked about the last rock and how important is it? That's a great statistic.
No kidding. Besides giving up the hammer and being forced to 1, how much did you give away? 25%. If she'd have scored a deuce, she's got a 75% chance of winning the game as opposed to being forced to 1, which is only 53. 25% spread.
It should be. This will come up, right? Yeah.
We'll keep that in mind once we get down to the end here. Basically 1, and it's 50-50.
Can't back this up early. It'll ride the line.
No. Can't.
Through this time, yes.
Curl.
And we'll jam it at the back. But shot stone, T-line, 4 foot, belongs to Ontario. And again, it's in that hole.
Probably tougher now because you have to change turns, which makes the hole slightly bigger. But then it's going to maybe curl a little too far. Pretty tough to hit this dead on, Cheryl.
Yeah, I think keep the weight up, try and get as much as you can without it over curling.
And maybe there's something in numbers if you believe that. 53% when you only score 1. That also happens to be the age of Michelle Englot.
Very good.
Coming through. coming through. Now, where are you going to go? Oh, thin, and out the back. Could you have played it any softer with that turn?
No, not at all. Harder, actually, to keep it as straight as possible. That curled a little bit earlier than they expected, but still a pretty good result.
What do you like?
Whatever you like. Do you like the hit? I just want to nose it. I think so.
I don't mind that.
I like it.
This way?
Sure.
I think this is the big difference between
I
these.
don't know where to bury.
We could take the in turn wide and just go around our corner.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Even if we're half open.
Yep.
Jam set on that. Okay.
This shows me a lot that this team's ready to go. They're ready to mix it up. If this doesn't quite work out, Rachel might have to face 2, 3, 4 rocks. Obviously not afraid to do that, or you'd be hitting something.
Okay.
Yeah. What do you think for weight? When we threw our hits out in the wings, they ran pretty nice. So I think I was aiming for like a back house weight. Yeah, I like that. Top 8.
You don't like that, eh?
You still see it. Is that shot?
Yep.
Okay.
I think just full 8, not to it.
Okay, not to it. Not to it. Okay. Back 8. Okay. It's really dirty, guys.
Why the indecision here?
I think in this situation you want to play around the corner guard and set up your 2, but the corner guard A is so long and it's so far closest to the boards, it's hard to get around it with this big curl. I think that's why they've changed to the easier comer on it. Not quite sure why they're going this deep.
Just back 8.
But it will eliminate both reds, which is a good thing.
I think the problem is that center guard's so long.
Gotta go line.
They just freeze,
8, 9.
set up.
Whoa.
We're there.
Make sure we're shot. Just make sure we're shot.
We are.
Stop,
We're
stop,
there.
stop.
A little bit.
And to the back 8.
Sorry, wanted to call a few more calls, but same weight.
Almost exact same shot, because this rock's a little closer to the center line.
Same ice.
Same shot, you should nose it this
Okay,
time.
you got it, bud. Same weight.
Close. A little bit more weight here.
Kate Cameron
Whoa.
up on her toe. Manitoba tuck coming through. And right on the beak. And we'll get rid of her stone as well. Manitoba sitting 2 without last here in the second.
You just watch for a player like this in a huge final to overthrow, to tighten up, to try to direct the rock. Those are the things that pressure does to you, but not seeing any of that from her.
Well, that's why I think her playing with Michelle Englot brings all that experience. If there's someone who's going to be able to control those emotions, it would be Michelle, you think?
Well, and Michelle, I think she knows how she responds in a final or under pressure, but they don't know how Kate does because she's never been in this situation before. So great for her to be the guide.
It's not shot 1.
No line, no weight here.
Yeah. I didn't think. No. Was that much better after? I think so. It felt like a hair less to me. Yeah, I didn't think more. Yeah. You need like out to there, Kate. Okay. Felt like a hair less weight. Yeah, better.
It's really good. You can hear always learning. This is what Homan has talked about all week. All these teams that are in the playoffs is that every shot, every game, they learn something about it, and they don't shut down on the communication. That's what Adam Kingsbury talked about.
Okay.
That was so key, is to keep it up.
Top 8. Okay. It's perfect. 14-5. I think closer to 14-2, 14-3.
But going deep allows now
14-5 is okay for top 8.
Manitoba without last rock to put a little more pressure.
14-7, we can even get it.
Leave something a little higher.
Exactly, top 4 here. Just bite that center line.
Keep it out.
Nice for this skip to get a free one like this too, with very little pressure, just to get a feel for it.
Come on, buddy. Keep it going.
Wilson
Hard for 5.
and Westcott
Keep it going. We gotta go.
Hard, you got it, guys. You got it. Hard, moving good.
urging each other.
Hard!
Come on, buddy.
Come on, buddy. top 4 if you can.
Fight it! Fight it! Fight it!
Oh boy, and they'll come up light.
15 minutes. Not running quick here. What did you get?
Well, I had like 15.5, but she needs to give us a little bit more.
Okay. Do you think that was okay to say 14.7?
Don't have a problem getting buried. I gave you there.
Okay. And that's cross.
Same as practice weight, I think.
Skeets. Nice.
Okay. Yeah. Okay.
Ron Westcott, the Canadian senior champion, longtime coach of this team. It was being skipped by Chris McDonald. He was surprised, honestly, that Michelle coming to the team would match up so well and that they would go on to win the Manitoba Championship.
14.5.
It's never a guarantee, but you up your odds when you put the work and the time in, and this team did that this year. Traveled a lot, played a lot together.
Shot. Yep. Piece the 4. Okay, nice extension.
This is a shot that Rachel's really worked on. Her percentage, draw percentage for the week's been fantastic. Free one here to try to get 2.
Line's really good. Weight's close. Make sure it's 4 foot. Make sure. Yeah. We're way out there. Weight only. Weight only. Whoa.
Joanne Courtney.
Stay close.
On the right, Lisa Weagle on the left. Now they'll do that little switch.
You gotta go.
And it'll be Weagle.
Now
Now Courtney with the added rush trying to carry. And to the 4 foot they are. T-line. Great judgment.
We got it? We got it under? It's like half.
Well, not quite totally underneath.
That's amazing that that didn't finish.
I am surprised.
Lisa, you gotta go. Gotta go, Lisa.
They yelled lots of room early. She might have been a wee bit wide.
You're doing it hard. Keep going, keep going, keep going. Go, hard.
So is there room here now for Manitoba and Englot to get inside the nose and maybe a little bit of a roll or tap back to sit shot?
Pretty dangerous to take on that guard. You know, you wreck it's 2, so you've got to air here, take lots of ice, though it's soft. If you freeze to it, great. If you tap it back, great. But you have to get by that guard. I don't think you can get to the inside, Cheryl.
No, but it doesn't look like a lot. It looks like ice for a little bit of weight.
For a tap, yeah. So they must be trying to nose it, sit 3. This much weight, that's the best you can do. And
Pretty close. 9,
Michelle's
10,
outturn
10.
really tracks.
10.
Final stone for Manitoba here in the second.
Leslie! We're just through.
Leslie Wilson.
Go. You're on 9 so far. Go!
Nothing so far, you hear Cameron say. Nothing so far. Tap it back.
Go, 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 go,
Oh,
go.
and she avoids the jam.
Okay. Good sweep.
Might have got away with this somehow.
Just got it high side enough.
How do you hit that red one for 2?
Saturday we played a double for 3.
Gotta get to know.
It's fine here. What do you like?
I don't think through the hole get you 2,
Try
Cheryl.
to nose it
I think it's.
and hope that this one goes.
It might be
sticks
harder
there.
than
We
that
have to
shot
play,
for
like,
3.
control.
Too lively that we'll lose the yellow, or
There's a chance, or we play a double for 3.
even if I go too thin,
Yeah, we should get 1.
I don't mind the double.
If we know this, let's play it.
Sorry?
If you know it.
Which way though?
Okay.
This way, the peel that we've seen a bunch of times? Kind of like into
Sure.
it. It's real thin.
Yeah, so I'm wondering if we want to throw a little lighter weight, so if we get a roll in, it's pretty good.
I don't think the roll in.
Okay, you want to just go for it?
Yeah, I think if we go really thin, we can get 1 this way.
Okay.
This is the risk
is
versus
it?
reward. Do you give Michelle her
Quarter,
1
less than
point to
that.
steal
About a
and
Quarter, I think.
that
Quarter's
25%
close.
edge here? If you don't make this.
Shouldn't do much here with peel. No.
There.
Real thin?
Yeah, it should come up a hair.
It's not an 1/8. I
You
think
know,
it's
if you
a hair
look-
thicker than
Yeah,
that.
it's a
It's so
quarter.
cliche. If you look
I like your
up
H.
her picture,
Let's make it.
the dictionary, this is the kind of shot you see. This is her
Yep.
Emma, right? She loves this kind of shot. This is her challenge.
Probably sees it before the straight draw, Vic, which is also an option. But they were talking about if they miss it this way, they can maybe get lucky onto there. But what they have to be careful, if it's even thinner than that and you go bink off of there, it could be a steal of 2.
These were the shots she was making in the round robin over and over again.
The hush comes over the crowd at Meridian Center.
Yep.
Final stone.
Hard, Lisa.
Rachel Homan. Weagle will take it all the way. Calling line. What do you got? Oh, you've got 3. Goodness. What a start. And it is one for the books.
The camera was on me.
Well, the crowd at the Meridian Center still buzzing over that last shot. And as you say, she sees this before she probably sees the draw.
Like a Sandra Schmerler saw it, like a Jennifer Jones saw it, the same type of shot. It's a little bit straighter here. When they yelled sweep, I thought that was a good thing for Ontario, because with this brushing, and it can hold it on this track. Oh my goodness, did they hold it? Bang, right on the nose.
Wonderful shot. To pick up 3 in the second. The key shot brought to you by Cashmere. Nothing feels like Cashmere. That's a big start for Ontario. Homan trying to win a 3rd national crown as we welcome you back. On this Sunday night, Manitoba now will have the last rock. Here in 3 playing the Red Stones. And you know, that's where the experience of Michelle Englot may come into play now, because their team has been rattled, rocked right down to their slider by that 3. She has to gather them in a little bit, just settle them down.
And you know that meeting between ends that's exactly what she did. You just talk to your team and say, we were the #1 team out here in points for 8.5 points per game. So we have the offense. We can come back. It's only 2 points.
And you know, just from that explosion, that the crowd is 99.8% for Ontario here. So if you can take that crowd out of it, we often say that's the old adage in sport, right? Take the crowd out of it, it's a different kind of game.
And you only need 2 here for Manitoba to do that. All of a sudden, the crowd and everybody else, including more importantly Rachel Homan, will realize that this thing isn't over. So just hang in there and keep executing shots.
6.
But you said it best, Vic, in the after that shot was made. She sees those shots. There are a lot of skips out here that wouldn't even attempt that. You could have made an argument to draw for 1 there, because if you miss that thin double, you're down 2-0.
And there goes that advantage you had by forcing in the first end with the hit on the blank attempt.
Let her know. Back line.
Just going to try and tap these yellows back behind the tee line and maybe roll.
No, not quite half.
Build up a wall back there.
Whoa.
It's pretty close to the roll here.
Whoa.
And it will roll in behind cover, and it spins to sit for second shot. T-line in the 8-foot.
Easy peel.
Yeah. Easy peel, just through. Yep.
No. Girl.
Catching ours.
Just not.
Okay.
And they will touch their own on the way out.
Just a little wide, or I know that's peel too.
I think it was just release. Okay. Pretty straight with it. Nice stroke.
That's fine, Joe.
Homan team has mastered these releases so much, and they communicate all the time about, you know, was it straight through? Were you positive on it? How much rotation? That's from all the practices the last year that they have put in. They're all grooved.
Ooh, there might be something under that, actually. Be careful.
3.
Okay,
Really
looks
tight.
like it's moving pretty
like
fast.
4.
Could feel something under it.
So then, of course, what do? You have to add. You just have to.
To your feet. No. Like, no. 6.
No. Okay. 4-4.
14.
And into the top 12, exposing the second shot.
I don't mind the double. 3/4.
Why don't you hit to sit 2, or do you take on the double?
May as well go for it. I like it.
The thrower likes the double.
About nose.
Nose?
Yeah.
Okay, this through.
Yeah.
This is negative ice with the out turn for the double on the high side.
In a pretty swingy spot.
Your rotation.
Yep. Gotta go. Come on,
Picked up quickly.
Hard in.
Weagle.
Off.
Miscue. Now they're called off. She'll roll over and cover it.
She didn't throw it that bad. She didn't throw it that bad.
Okay. Good sweep. Good.
Patient call here by Michelle Englot also, just to double guard this up. And if you try to hit the yellow and roll somewhere you don't do it, there will be a double.
Plus. Yeah.
Okay, line's good.
Halfway.
Okay, careful. Careful. Line's good. 3. Line will be good on its own.
Really curling now.
Whoa, just let it come down.
On its own.
3.
Let it come
Just
down.
2.5.
Whoa.
Sit, baby. Good last.
Ten straight. Well, they won. They lost to Team Canada. Ended up at 10-1. That win over Ontario was Thursday night. Then on Friday night, they won in the 1-2 game. So this is now their third straight meeting in 4 nights, and it's in the championship final.
Yep. Clean.
For Ontario, they did roll to
Sorry, Reed.
10 straight wins before losing in that final round-robin game, then losing again to Manitoba in the 1-2 page playoff, but rebounding to beat Northern Ontario and last year's runner-up, Krista McCarville of Northern Ontario, in the semi.
So 1.5.
Okay, line's good.
2.
Needs to curl. Needs to move. Oh no, line will be good. Line's really good. Yep. Finish it. Hard. Keep it going. Finish
A little
it.
lighter.
Needs to curl. Hard.
Westcott and Wilson with a big drag to just get it over.
Nice brushing.
I think you got to give some credit to these two as well. They kind of a quiet front end, but like a Jill and Dawn or a Lisa and a Joanne, I think they've been key to helping Kate as well settle in, calming, make a lot of shots.
Pardon? I might get more out of it. I can see like half our rock. Just straight top to tee? Yeah, I can even throw like back 4. Okay. Even if you punch in the open, we can run it. Yeah.
I might tap it in for a second anyway.
Yeah.
It's a little long,
What do you think for speed, Em?
really good awareness.
I threw it
for
up
Emma
in
Miscue. You could
practice
draw
and
for
it
2,
looked
freeze into
nice.
that red one with the intern
I'll
side.
aim
But
for like a backy, almost same as I threw.
she thinks she can get at the nose of that yellow one, which won't be easy.
Even if you punch it to like back 4, we're still shot.
Yeah, we need to make sure we're shot here.
Joanne's double attempt came up pretty good with big weight, so gives her a little bit of something to read off of.
Yep.
A little extra.
A little extra. Yes. 9.
Whoa.
Lead. 10.
9. It's not heavy.
Got it.
Courtney,
Weight's good.
Weagle. Here they go.
Weight's good. Off.
Trying to hold this now.
Off.
Angle this back.
Off. Sit, beauty.
And a little run to the tee line, and there you go. Sit 2 around the edge.
What great weight control out there.
That's just not fair. Very nice.
It's again what these brushers can do as well.
Well, added level of aggressiveness with those two. You just know they can get stuff there or hold it for you.
It raises the bar. You know, you're
right.
The good teams now have really good, powerful front end brushers.
They needed it there too because they yelled heavy out of her hand and it came down quite a bit.
Yeah. Just through.
Kate Cameron.
Run. Hard, go, buddy. Go. Hard.
Oh, and now she'll roll underneath. Taps it back. Oh, it's spun back on itself. So shot belongs to Manitoba. 2 and 3.
That's pretty good. I think we're
belong to Ontario.
I didn't have a good look.
Trying to get this to move a bit with the brushing.
We are? They are. I mean, are we third? That's what I meant. It's close. I didn't get a good look.
Up normal. Do you like weight though?
I don't want to roll too far.
Okay. I'm just worried it's going to come up with abnormal.
Okay, easy peel.
Okay. Just so I knows.
Again, the confidence to hit. You could just kill that one and sit the 2, but they're going to try to go this way, run it back, stick there, and as Emma said, I don't want to throw it too hard, and then we can maybe hang over in this area right here with the thrown rock. Right there.
I'm with you. I think you'd see a lot of teams just pick the back one.
That's the tendency, isn't it?
Skip Stones. Here in 3.
Speed.
No.
Rachel Homan.
No. Oh.
It's close. Speed. Well,
Close.
Oh, no.
Get right there.
Never. Sit.
And where will this sit? And again, spins back on itself, and they are sitting. 3 without last rock here in the 3rd.
She's on a mission.
Yeah, clinical.
Really nice.
Just seeing everything too.
Yeah.
I like what Emma said too. Soften the weight and just have that top one stop there. You throw that any harder, it rolls past the red.
Well,
really good placement.
Goes back to that communication that Adam was talking about. Keep up the chat.
This is 9-5. Yeah.
Still a chance here though. You hit and flop over towards that back yellow.
She's wide open. Yeah, of course. It's hard to be wide open because you can hit it like anywhere to go under. Let's go. Yeah, you got this, Michelle.
Looking to sit there or roll off into that cluster of stones.
Yes.
Right and roll.
Yeah, Red. 9-6.
Hard.
9-7. Real hard. Go, buddy. Hard.
Westcott.
Hard.
You hear Cameron now.
Whoa. Hard.
She going to roll it away?
Whoa.
Yeah, no.
Hey, good sweeper. 9-6.
It's exactly the same spot she missed the blank in the first end.
9-6. Good throw.
Scary part now
Same
is
weight? Yeah, I like same weight.
she could hit
You
it
know
here,
that's
but when
fine.
you're this
A quarter
confident,
gets it,
they
though.
just might do this. Kick that out, sit 4
have it,
buried,
I think
and
we
then
need to
it's
make sure we
your
roll
turn, Manitoba.
Then I think we go for a quarter.
Yeah, well, at least half it a bit.
You can't miss it across the top, Cheryl.
Same weight?
Didn't
No.
do much, eh? We let it
So
come up.
make sure
I
you
know,
get a
I
lot
think
of
we
it.
can hold
You
better
stay there,
than
you
that.
stay there.
You want to give me a hair less then? Do you like the same weight or a little more?
Hair more.
Okay.
Here, H. What's the call here?
We always catch. Because of the screens overhead that center ice, they're checking out the same pictures that you see at home.
Just a little more weight. Okay,
Rachel Homan had her last hair fluttering
Hard.
here in the
Let it go. Right to it.
3rd. Once again, Courtney Weigel, what do you got? You got 1, you got 2, why not? It's automatic.
This looks like it ran, like you just threw. You gotta be careful. Like, I was careful with that. Could have been more positive. It's not going out like it was. Yeah. Great save. Well done.
Tell you what, if you're Michelle Englot right now, you just have to think, what's going on here? Best thing to settle your team now, though, is draw a piece of the fourth.
Yeah, get your point.
Yeah, you got this, Michelle.
Yeah, that's, I mean, Rachel looks confident. She looks like she's seeing everything. The 4-foot looks like the 12-foot. The rocks look massive.
We talked about that senior savvy needs all of it right here.
7. Curling.
This is a
7.
draw against 4.
Curling. Okay. We're at 4.
Wilson, Westcott.
One red.
That is senior savvy. To the top edge of the button for 1. She really has been the story here in St. Catharines. Michelle Englot has reached the Scotties final for the very first time, and that presents an interesting situation. You see, tonight, one of the best curlers ever to come from Saskatchewan has a chance to win a national title for Manitoba. And it's something she's still getting used to. After beating Quebec in draw 1, she checked to see who her upcoming opponents were, and was surprised to see her team was playing Quebec again 2 nights later. However, there wasn't a problem with the schedule. She was simply looking at Saskatchewan's remaining games, a force of habit. Since winning the Manitoba Provincials last month, she hasn't worn anything green, but that will change once this curling season is over. Michelle is a season ticket holder for the Saskatchewan Roughriders and certainly will not be cheering for the Blue Bombers when they come to town. However, before that, she hopes to add another new color to her collection, and that, of course, is red. A Regina resident winning for Winnipeg and becoming Team Canada. It's a story that would give 2 provinces a reason to celebrate. And she would become the oldest gift to win the Scotties. However, Alberta's Hazel Jamieson was about 4 months older when she won the Canadian Women's Curling Championship back in 1968. Michelle was saying how much she appreciated and appreciates all the support, not only from Manitoba, but from people in Saskatchewan who just think that you know, you've done so much for all these years for Saskatchewan. It's nice to see you reach the final. As Derek is there and watching. Derek's been here for every draw, supporting his mom.
Wide open.
It's coming down. The weight's really good.
Just let it stop. Let it stop.
Well, Manitoba threw up the center guard wanting the force. Lisa tried the tick, just rubbed it over. You can see it to the left there, but rolled onto the rings. So Manitoba had to hit it.
Just a tap.
That ability to just tick that stone over, roll onto the rings, and you kind of can't ignore it when you don't have hammer. So opens up the end and gets the center line guard off.
Absolutely right with Michelle and the support. My daughter Ashley curls at the Highland Curling Club in Regina, and that's where Michelle plays. And you see her there quite regularly, and they're right behind her.
Hard, Kate. Hard, hard, hard.
Ooh, big, big, big.
What was that?
8-8.
You like the peel?
Yeah, let's get
I think so, Cheryl. Play the scoreboard here.
Stay right through.
Yeah.
Come up a hair.
Yeah.
Especially when you're looking at a team like Englot's points for all week. Don't give them a lot of chances because they've obviously converted.
Clean, clean, clean.
And they've made the most, particularly in the finals. Think back to 13. They scored 3 in the first against Jones. That was a win. 14, Team Canada scored 3 in the second against Sweeting, 1. And does this mean anything? 3 in the second here tonight.
Yeah, just put it back.
Any team can hold a, in this case, a 2-point lead after that big three. It's Team Homan for sure.
Weight's pretty close.
Let's go.
Three.
Just 2.5.
3-4 even.
Yeah, real tight.
Gliding pretty good.
Okay.
14-6. Good luck.
Actually, I don't mind this way. Or whatever you want. Right here, peel. Can you read through?
Yeah, let's come up a little more.
Just a hair.
Yeah.
Clean. Go. Clean. Nice throw.
The NHL trade deadline is quickly approaching, and TSN is your #1 source for every trade, every deal leading up to the March 1st deadline. Wednesday, all-day coverage begins 8 Eastern on the TSN network, tsn.ca, TSN Go. It's all presented by Golf Town.
I think that's deep.
It's close to yours.
Curling now.
Yeah, we're still 3.
Yeah, just leave it short. No. Just leave it short.
It's coming down.
Nice weight, Kate.
That's good, Kate. 15.
Hey, straight through.
And
Rachel gave the head fake there, I think. With the, do you want to go around? Let's hit it.
No. Peel. Easy off. Nice throw.
Emma really extends on those peels. She just shoves them.
Cheryl, manage this Englot team for me for a moment. So you get one back. So you're down by 1, and Ontario has the hammer here in 4, and it appears we're heading
Similar
towards a
spot.
blank.
Yeah.
But what do you
Curling
want, or
there.
what would you? How would you manage this Manitoba team at the moment?
Well, they tried. They threw the center line guard for the force because really that's what you're going to try to do. Put a force, but it's got to be cautious. You can't give up, and you don't want to give up a deuce. So she threw the center line guard. Then you've got Lisa who walks up, plays the tick, and rolls onto the rings. Manitoba won't ignore it. So I think you just play this end out, try again next end, set your guards up.
Top 4.
They've had a couple slide a little tight. You're hoping for a mistake from the Homan team. Maybe you get a nose hit on a guard, and you can go around it and get a force opportunity.
The key, though, is to hold them to 1, if at all possible, right?
The force would be great for Manitoba.
Now, further to what you said, and Russ, I'll let you pick up on this, because when Cheryl was saying when we first came on the air about Rachel Homan having to reel herself in a little bit, not be so aggressive, because she feels at times like she can make everything.
Your last draw.
Do you sense that tonight, that in fact the reins are on her a little bit?
I do. I absolutely do. And I think it was the best thing she could have done. That's how she lost the 2 games to Manitoba. They got down a couple, and panic's not the right word, but they were ultra aggressive, trying to get it all back at once. And then if you play aggressively, you leave the opponent's rocks around, you don't make one great one, then you lose the game. That happened 2 times in a row. So first end was a great example. They just kept it simple. Second end, and they went at it when they knew the ice a little better, and now they're keeping it simple once they've got the lead, because they're just simply playing the odds right now.
Not coming up, hey?
9, 10. 9, you're probably here.
No. Just back. Slow down. Good.
Okay.
13, 7.
I think this is such an impressive, run so far for this Manitoba team as a first-year team. All the, you look at Homan, they've been together for years. They've had the opportunity to learn about each other. This Manitoba team's had to fast-track it, and their numbers have been so impressive this week just for a first year. I'm sure the other 3, they've been together, but a skip makes such a huge difference the way they call a game. It's a brand new team.
3 years together now for this Homan team after Joanne Courtney joined them after the 14 final loss. She played for Val Sweeting, of course, that year. And for Michelle Englot, it was after last year's Manitoba final that the email arrived from one Kate Cameron. I'm sure she looked at it and said, "What's this about?" And Kate Cameron put out the feeler after Christy McDonald decided to step away from the team after a couple of years. And within a week, they'd agreed, "I'll come and I'll play for you and represent Manitoba."
Well, you're reaching out to a 7-time provincial winner. There's something pretty amazing about that.
Nice throw.
And she brought everything that this team was looking.
Good 9-5.
Most of the top level skips were already engaged with someone else. If you looked for a top junior skip, that's not what they wanted, according to Coach Westcott. They wanted somebody with the ability to win. And win they have, and here they are in the final.
Well, and I think it's her drawing ability. If you can't draw, you can't skip. And they looked at her, and that's Michelle's MO. It's always been the thing when I played her I'd be afraid of, because she will make those to the pin. And I think it's a good balance with Kate, because Kate's that laser Manitoba tuck. So they play off each other really well.
Final stone here in 4.
Keep it high.
Keep it high.
Harley!
And they can, Courtney and Weagle, if they can hold it to just crack the corner. Now, and enough to get it out the side. They save so many stones. Courtney Weagle, what a benefit for Homan.
Les and Renora are just so dedicated to the game.
9-7.
Yes! Their fitness level is unbelievable.
Can't earn it. 14-1.
My son affectionately calls them the Twin Towers, and that's, you know, what they bring to the team. Like, they're so solid. I love playing with Kate. She's fiery.
Get it.
And she brings that element to our team. We have totally different styles, and I think that was probably what took the most to meld our team together as a team, was for Kate and I to learn how to get the most out of each other, and I think we're definitely there. I think we bring out the best in each other.
The team from the Granite Curling Club in Winnipeg, skipped by Michelle Englot. They trail 3-2 as we welcome you back. Championship Sunday.
10.
The final of the Scotties Tournament of Hearts from St. Catharines. And that blank in 4 means that once again Ontario will have the last rock, playing the Yellowstones. And yeah, guess what? Ho-hum, another Weagle. It's tough. It's demoralizing if you're the opposition.
It is. It's just, you just keep going at it. You usually get opportunities, but Lisa's very tough to play against for when you're trying to steal.
So,
Line's good.
Russ, is there any place on the ice, on that center line, to make the Weagle, or Lisa's little tick shot, we call it the Weagle, a little more difficult? Is it better high towards the hog line, closer to the house? Is there anything where you can make it more difficult?
Well, I think moving it around is the key. Don't put it in the same spot. Don't make it a 2, because then Lisa knows exactly how hard she needs to throw it and how much ice Rachel will ladle out for the shot. So move it around a little bit. And I always found a really high one, people miss that more often. And Cheryl talks about it all the time. When you put it as a 3, you put it close to the rings, she just hits and rolls in. So I think high is the best spot.
One more time. And if you're not familiar, it was Randy Furby's team that went with the graduated system. He was the very first. Do the Weagle. You have 3 zones in front, and then 4, 5, 6 is your 4-foot, 7 is the button, 8, 9, 10. And then if you get beyond 10, well, that's no good. That's at the back. You're through.
The other thing when we play teams that are so good at the tick is moving it around so high and deep, but also off the center line.
A little bit left and right.
Yeah, it's a different look, and maybe you're not used to it. Just anything you can do.
Hair deeper.
The other thing that really works well is don't play against Lisa Weagle.
Yes, Lester.
Yes. If you have that option, that would be a good one.
There are teams that probably wish you could say, I'm not playing if she's playing.
She has to play second.
Clean. Yep.
But there are times we've seen it.
We just missed it.
And just missing it and taking it away. We've seen teams that don't practice it still today, don't think that it's a weapon, and do the conventional go around it or
Yeah, you come around
ignore
twice,
it.
Cheryl.
Yeah.
There's nothing wrong with that. You talk to probably 50% of the skips, they'll say up and down that you have to play the come around twice. Because if you miss that tick, you're in a bit of trouble.
Well, and I think for Homan's team, they play on arena ice so much, it becomes it's almost an easier shot in arena, if I can say that way, compared to a curling club where you won't try it that often. The ice is a little straighter, a little tougher to play. So it's not part of your repertoire. So that's a big difference too.
The running bands are so fast, they're so lively. You can throw half the weight you need in a curling club to make that roll.
Yeah.
Got a girl.
15-6.
Leslie Wilson goes.
No handle.
Will probably be the 2.5 zone, if we can call it that.
And the Homan team has so many tries at this situation. You wouldn't discount hitting and trying to hit that yellow in the corner and roll in with this rock.
Whoa. Clean. No. I don't want to. Yep. Yep. Whoa, whoa, whoa.
Like that.
And backs it up, and it'll hit the bumper. Away it goes. Now there is that little stagger over here covering the edge of the 12.
That could be your chance to get a force.
So when do you go? You keep putting up centers. They'll do this with Cameron again. When do you go behind those rows?
Might go on Kate's
Cheryl,
last.
sorry.
Yeah, I might look at going on Kate's last. Throw one more here, see what you get. Or Michelle's first. You don't want to go too early. They can open it up and then you have no force and it blanks on again.
I was confused there, Russ. Your voice got very
Yeah,
high.
Sorry, I got all excited.
Good sweep. Good.
We've been together far too long. Well, they're moving it around a little bit, as you suggest, but it's takeout time, of course.
I think it's worth it. Yeah.
Shoot through.
So the Manitoba will go around on the next one or one more guard. That's the decision.
Yeah.
Just clean. Don't
Your alter ego here thinks that they're going to go around now.
Yeah.
I'm with you. They're going to go around now.
Both Russes like it.
Cam, no worries.
Goodness.
Okay.
Really? How do they not make
When
contact?
you get to the center line.
All right, let us know for line.
Now you're given a great opportunity here if you're Manitoba. Make the most of it. Kate Cameron.
Line's really good.
5, 6.
Line's really good. Line's really good.
Fight the 4. Line's really good.
Line's really good.
Curl if anything. Needs curl.
Keep it going.
Line's real good.
Hard. Switch.
6. Finish it. Hard.
Boy, at this time of the week, all the stones you've brushed,
Great shot.
you've got to dig deep. And did they ever there? It's sunk. Maybe showing just a little corner, but they drag it to the top edge of the 4.
Those rushers were giving it all to get that extra foot, so this would bury.
Finish it.
They knew it needed it.
Hard.
Great shot.
It's a pretty nice spot. Nice and high in the 4-foot area, too.
Reach close. Clean it. Yep. Yes.
11.
Clean.
11.
Clean.
Are we heavy?
Roll it. Yeah.
No.
Heavy reach.
Yep. Roll it. Roll it, babe.
Wow.
Gotta go.
I got the red. I got it.
They actually are so good. That stone, they actually held it up. And then when they got off, it started to break.
Really good bounce back out.
That's all weight control, Vic. Didn't overthrow it.
Good. It just went out. You probably a half.
Really lively.
Started on my first.
Yeah. That's what I thought on your ticks. Yeah, like I thought they were.
That's the improvement I see this season. Is that shot right there, the soft stuff.
Right there.
I thought he even floated.
Yeah. I heard clean. I was like, oh, it should come up, and then it just never did.
They sound very confident, this team. Like they know where to put the broom, the spots, what the weight is to throw.
You got this, bud.
Pretty crucial to hang around here.
Yep. It's close. 9-6. Easy. Close. Close. Yep. Yeah. 9-7. Hard. Real hard.
Boy.
Hard.
Get a piece.
Sit.
Sit.
Sit. Keep it moving. Go,
Sit.
go, go. You got it. You got it. You
Sit.
got it. Hard, hard, hard.
Come back. No. Isn't that funny? Her up weight this week was pretty good.
I've never seen Michelle hit better than this week.
You guys like this?
It's been
Yeah,
brilliant.
it just can't be deep, right? Like, yeah. Just gotta be fully piece of the four at most.
Even if it's a hair open, like.
Yeah, let it roll out. High side.
Hey.
I like it.
It's just not curling a ton.
Like round at least.
That's max. These are the back lines.
I know. What did she throw? She came around it.
Yeah, but they're softer than this.
Okay, I just want to make sure we get by, because even if it's like half buried, it's still pretty good.
I think it's easily by.
Okay.
Speed should be pretty good here with less curl. Okay. Just like
Well, that's her dad
the four at most. Yeah.
and her husband, Rachel Homan.
This is a tighter line than they threw, hey?
Sorry?
This is a tighter line than they threw.
Yeah.
You think it should carry though?
I think so.
Okay.
Same spot Kate put it. If you don't bury it, you'd ideally like to be there, but you're better if you're not going to put it there, try to get it on this side. Because if you put it over on the other side of that red guard, then Michelle can come down, hit and roll behind the corner. Leave it open on the open side if you're going to make a mistake.
Yeah, you said she was dialed in and seeing everything, and
Line's really
that's
good.
the kind of game so far.
There we go.
97% for Rachel Homan.
Weed's really close. Line's tons of room. Tons of room. Got room. Line's green. Line's green. Tons of room. Gotta go.
Gotta go.
Gotta be here. Heads down. Go. Line's great. Line's great.
Heads down, she says. Don't even look up. Don't even look up. Just keep your heads down and carry it. Heads down all the way. Take it in and cover it if you can. And they'll drag it there. Top 8. Maybe just leaving a
I just
corner.
didn't want to kill it early.
No, I think that was a great
She
sweep.
can get buried around this though. Yeah. Heads down. Go. Line's great. Line's great. Keep going. Keep going. Line's great.
Yeah, look at that. They didn't lift up their heads, did they? As soon as she said heads down, just keep it going. We'll tell you when to stop. And there you can go now.
A little late.
That's the way you had to protect. You didn't want to be deep.
Gets around it. Same shot.
But Michelle might be able to come around all of it.
Yeah, you try to draw weight.
Just tap one around there.
Yeah.
You got it, Michelle.
Would you ever think of going the other way with the intern through the hole, or is this the best way?
You probably could there too. It's
Okay.
a little tougher. I think you'd have to squeeze those staggered guards just to get through the port. It'll bury you whichever turn you want in this spot.
It's a chance to possibly take an end away here from Ontario as we play in 5.
Just for line.
There's that hole on the left side. But they decided to go with the out turn here. Cameron calling line.
Go. You gotta be real deep. Go.
Now you're going to take it right all the way back.
Go.
But you want to leave shot stone, and they'll just hang it on the back edge. Back edge of the 4.
Great effort also.
Great weight. Got it, girl. It's at a 14. Nice throw.
But remember what we said, Cheryl, about plan 1 for Manitoba was to try and hold them to a single.
What a great try to do so. And we'll see if Rachel can get to that back stone that Michelle just threw.
Draw, or are you trying to move it?
I'm going back and forth. You guys can sweep it awesome.
Okay.
Gonna have to move it a good chunk to get to the back edge of the 8.
Pretty close to the same shot that Emma just threw.
Final stone shot belongs to Manitoba. Back edge of the floor, Rachel Homan. Courtney Weagle is starting to go on her now, and they're going to try and save this. Did she pull the string on this? I don't know if it's got a chance at all. Has it got anything? Maybe they'll tap their own up now. Plan B, and not enough. And it will be a steal of 1 for Manitoba here in 5. We are all even midway through.
The 2017 Scotties Tournament of Hearts is brought to you by Scotties Sponge Towels, Purex, and Cashmere. Proud sponsors of the Scotties Tournament of Hearts for over 35 years.
"44 curlers started the week with a chance to drive away in an all-new 2017 Ford Escape SE in the annual Ford Hot Shots competition. That number cut down to just 2. In the final, a Battle of Ontario. Teammates Rachel Homan against Emma Miskew. And the skip dominated the final, scoring a total of 21, including a brilliant 5 on the around-the-horn triple takeout. Ontario's Rachel Homan wins the Ford Hot Shots and a 2-year lease on a 2017 Ford Escape SE. And the Hot Shot winner was hot right out of the gate, as she had this in the second to score 3.
Well, if you want anybody in the country to throw this shot, you might pick Rachel Homan. If you want anybody to brush it properly, you might pick this front end for Ontario. Just absolutely sticks it.
That was a big 3 to move in front 3-1. However, Manitoba has come back with a single and a 3, and then a steal of a single in 5. And so midway through, we are tied at 3. Michelle Englot is with Brian.
Michelle, that was a big shot by Rachel back in that second end. How hard is it to play somebody who has a weapon like that?
Well, it's awfully difficult. We know we need to not give her those types of shots, so we'll do a better job in the second half of not leaving her the angles.
That being said, pretty loud crowd, but you've done a good job since that shot. How has your team responded, in your opinion?
Well, my team has dug deep all year, and so, we were only down 2 points at that point, and there's lots of game left, so I'd rather give up a 3 early than later on in the game for sure.
Your first Scotties back in 1988, your first final here. How are you enjoying the moment and the experience and the challenge?
It's been amazing. The crowd has been spectacular, and the support that we've gotten from everyone has been incredible, so we've enjoyed the week so far.
Best of luck in the final 5.
Thank you.
As we check the numbers after 5, that 1 steal, of course, stands out when it comes to Manitoba. Not much to pick between the teams. As for the 2 skips, Michelle Englot at 83% so far. Rachel Homan's numbers have come down a little bit from those heady highs of 97. She's at 88. The numbers after 5 are brought to you by Ford of Canada, proud partner with Curling Canada for 22 years.
The 2017 Scotties Tournament of Hearts is brought to you by Home Hardware. Homeowners helping homeowners with expert advice. By Ford of Canada, proud partner with Curling Canada for 22 years. And by World Financial Group, helping Canadians have better financial futures.
We've had spring-like temperatures for most of the week. At one point in time, got to 17 degrees here in the Niagara region, but down now more to the normal. It's only +1 outside the Meridian Center here in St. Catharines. Welcome back. It's our gold medal game, championship weekend of the Scotties. Manitoba against Ontario in a 3-3 tie after Manitoba stole one in that 5th. Means the Ontario champions out of the Ottawa Curling Club Skipped by Rachel Homan. Once again have the last rock. They have the hammer here in 6, playing the Yellow Stars.
Need back 12. We're okay.
We gotta go from here.
We need back 12s. Have to be here.
What a world-class come around by
No, we
Michelle
don't want
Englot. And all 4 players had put it in the right spot. That
Gotta go.
doesn't go anywhere but where she put it. They're down 3 points.
You needed a space here.
But that being said, I mean, honestly, I thought, okay, maybe not tap it back for 2, but I really did think the shot was available to her, Cheryl.
I did too, because of Emma's. Emma made pretty much the same shot on hers, so I just think it was a little overthinking, trying to be careful with Rachel's, and came down and she just didn't have enough weight on it.
Nine. Yep. We're a little big. Whoa, that's
Yep, a bit big.
Whoa, whoa.
This is the third final for
No, Red.
Rachel Homan.
You're good. It's pretty good. That's good.
And that was the first steal that she's given up.
She doesn't give up a lot of steals, and that's, you know, we look at stats all year long, and what correlates the strongest to winning is the points you allow the opposition, and one of the things that drives that is the steals allowed. You're very good at limiting.
Control. Clean.
Interesting situation here. The team Englot came up light on the come around freeze, but they've got 2 rocks that are promotable here.
That's good, Joe.
A couple more nose hits here, and they can roll in behind everything.
Yeah, right now they can.
Yeah, they're going to go now.
You got it, buddy. 9.5.
Remember what we said in the round robin game on Thursday night, and then again in the 1-2. You brought it
Weight's
up,
better.
Cheryl.
Well, Kate.
Michelle Englot surprised Rachel in her style of play. She basically played Homan's game against Homan.
Yes, she did. She did. Aggressive. And the other thing that I really noticed with Michelle is she doesn't play by the playbook sometimes. Russ and I talked about it. There was a point there where we both said in one game that you would peel the center line guards. Michelle ignored them and went around. Both Russ and I were surprised at that, and I think that throws the opposition off. It's sort of like, well, you're not supposed to do that.
Right.
And then it makes you think, and that's where I think some misses can come into play.
That's what we said at the top of the show, though, wasn't it? It's apply some pressure. You don't have to make everything if you can get some errors out of your opponent.
And she does it very well, and her team is doing it exceptionally well.
Here we go again. Now you have a chance to loop around everything.
So body tight and put it back.
Bit of a turning point here.
14.5 is just top 4, but I think we want to be top button.
Joanne Courtney
14.
rolling out the back.
Got it, bud.
You got it. Make a good one.
Third stones to come here in this 6th. Manitoba's Kate Cameron.
I think that's really
Okay,
close.
line's a little tight.
Line's a little tight. Keep it out.
7.
Keep it out.
Hard line.
Hard line.
Hard line. Hard. Hard.
Again, it's up to Wilson and Westcott if they can sneak it by this center guard. Oh, one more. Oh, and then the rub off, and still a little left in it as it spins to the top edge of the 4.
What brilliant weight by Kate. Get by the first one. She just had that sunk had they got it by the second one.
4 inches heavier. It's perfect.
14-3.
Leaves about a half a rock exposed.
Yeah, it's still in a pretty good spot.
Kind of like the one you threw.
Yeah, I think that last one was a
Almost
bit
need
solid.
back line.
Okay.
I don't mind that.
Okay.
Not for us.
Pam.
Have to hit high.
Pardon?
Have to hit high. Even if you stuff it, we guard ourselves.
Emma Miskew.
Yep. Gotta go. Yep.
Gets rid of both.
Are we going big? Okay.
Initial thought, though, when the brush went down from Michelle Englot, was right on top, and then it was Kate Cameron says, don't you want to roll big, Russ?
Exactly, and Kate's right. If you can somehow put it the same distance away from the tee line, then there won't be a double here.
Yep. Hard. 9-2.
Don't get
Hard.
off that line. We're straight, Rennie. You got it.
Hard.
Keep working.
Hello.
Westcott. Now, what do you got?
All right.
Nothing.
Yeah. 3/4.
Shoot through.
Heel. Yeah. Clean.
Out of her hand. She was even calling for it.
Oh, clean. Oh.
Weagle and Courtney. She got 2 the first time. Going to get 2 the second. That's not bad. 2 stones, 4 gone.
Thanks, Sam. Great shooting.
I think they played the mature move there with Emma's first one. That come around tap was going to be tricky. This allows them to blank an end and keep control of this game.
We're tied at 3.
It's 9-5.
Yeah, you got it.
Yeah. Okay. So I can
And for Manitoba, they're thinking we were pretty close on Kate's just sinking
9-5.
that and creating some pressure that way. So both teams pretty happy.
Okay. And based on that one, out.
I think that is the big similarity between these two. Is they both teams play to win. They don't play not to lose. They'll go all out. That's perspective and no fear.
Hello. 9-5. 9-5. Ren. More.
Okay. All right, good.
And, oh boy.
Nice weight.
9-5.
I believe 3 times now she's rolled out.
Okay. So this side, I think it'll be fine.
More ice.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So too. Same weight as first or second end. Here, H. Here, H. Sorry, just trying to go kind of back 8-ish, or yeah, I want to see what it does here for speed. What are you thinking for weight? Hair more than that? Yeah, I think you can add a couple feet.
Same as my second, eh?
Yeah. Keep your extension.
You could try to wrap around part around that shot Michelle just threw and try to create an error, but they feel that the odds of that are so slim. So why not play down the money spot here where they're going to have to play later in the game to maybe win the game.
4-5.
Okay, gotta be in.
5-6.
Still gliding.
6. Take a look.
Easy. Nice weight, Reach.
Yep, keep going a little farther.
Nice weight, Reach.
Could have been
It was a really good idea because you just came up
14,
noticeably
22.
light at the far end. So get some feel.
Hey, nice weight, thanks. Does curl quite a bit, eh?
Another 9-5.
Yeah. Yeah. Same weight.
Same weight?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yep.
Yeah, weight's good.
Yeah.
Final stone, Michelle Englot.
Hard.
Nice throw. Good. Good.
Hot. Feel.
Yep, this one.
Right on the center line, so
Nice one. 9-8 there. Nice throw. I like
max
that. Good.
distance now for Ontario to roll out if they want the blank.
Story. This before, just did it right.
Pretty easy for Rachel with the amount of weight she throws in the rotations. Probably even more rotation than it is the weight. The rocks just spring off.
That gear effect. Nearly missed one here a couple ends ago, though. Almost stayed. It was also an in turn.
Heel. Clean. Easy.
Final stone and 6.
Clean. Clean.
And away it goes. So it remains a 3-3 tie, but that all-important last rock still belongs to Ontario. Into the time tunnel we go, back to 2013. Kingston, Ontario, playing host to the Scotties final. Manitoba, Jennifer Jones, Ontario's Rachel Homan. Ontario never trailed, and in the 10th, just a matter of running Manitoba out of stones. A 9-6 win, and a first Scotties title for Rachel Homan. Then, 1 year later, this time in Montreal, they were back as Team Canada facing Alberta's Val Sweeting in the final. A perfect end to a perfect week. An 8-6 win, and a repeat as national champions. Lisa Weigel, Alison Kreviazuk, Emma Miskew, Rachel Homan, Scotties champions in 2013 and 2014. Interesting that Amber Holland was here as an alternate for Saskatchewan. Heather Nedouin actually got into the games for Shannon Clyburn and the Alberta team. Rachel Homan, Chelsea Carey, of course, this year's Team Canada, winning the bronze medal. And as we mentioned, Joanne Courtney was playing for Val Sweeting in that 14 final, losing, playing for Alberta, and then in the summertime she left to come east to join Rachel Homan. They are now in their 3rd year together. Welcome back on this Sunday night, the championship final of the Scotties. In a 3-3 tie, the blank and 6 means that once again it is Ontario that does have last rock, playing the Yellowstone.
You're good. Just let it come down.
Mine's real good.
Forcing the single here is what it's all about for Manitoba. Then you'd, in theory, have 2 hammers to 1. 8 and 10. There aren't any steals or any blanks.
Problem is forcing.
Yep. Whoa, whoa. Whoa.
With Lisa.
Clean it. Yes.
Yep. Yep. Gotta go.
Yep.
Hard.
Line's great. Go.
Gotta go.
Line's perfect. Hard, hard, hard. Can't hurt it.
Last end might have looked very different had Kate sunk that one of hers. She was inches away from perfect.
Charlie.
The Weigel.
Nice sweep. Okay, so tight.
Yeah.
To understand why she's so good, in my opinion, is look where both those rolled.
Tight, Red.
And she's done that, what, 2 other times at least, and they rolled at almost the same spot. So that means she's showing the exact same weight every time.
Where? 2. Go then. Yep. Go, go, go. Yes.
Okay, line's good.
Where?
2. Just to here.
Stay inside, Kate.
Right to here.
I think Michelle's trying to move the center line guard around a bit so that she's not giving Lisa the exact same shot every time.
You get that time?
May not be a center guard, but you never know if she misses it or makes a mistake on this. They might roll to a center.
Like. Do we tap them under? Okay, same weight? Yeah, same weight at least. A little deeper. Just keep it clean on it.
Weigel, but this time roll it on. Close enough, eh, Russ?
Yeah, but so is the red one. So you gotta be a little careful here. If this overcurls a bit, you'll be rolling the red one in.
A little more. Don't kill it early.
10. No. Stay close. Don't get off it.
Don't kill it early.
Coming off. Off.
All on its own now.
11.
Going to touch anything?
Come up.
And go.
Oh, look at that opening up. And now where will it sit? And it will spin into the back edge of the 8. Everybody do the Weigel.
Very, very nice.
Albeit there are 2 corners now left up there. One covering the edge of the 4, one covering the edge of the 8.
I like putting up another. If we hit it,
I think we go high guard.
Or else we have a guard. I like
It's a high guard.
Then we could leave.
I like the high guard because it gets tougher to peel now with those corners that Vic was talking about.
Do you like this? I'm just thinking the force is a
go
good
1.5.
chance to hit it, but.
Leslie Wilson.
3, 2.
Okay, line's good.
2.5.
Just to here.
I think we got lots here, Kate.
We're a little
We're
deeper.
about even here.
We're real tight.
We are deeper than that.
Right to here then.
We're there.
Yeah, we're there on its
A
own.
little bit, Ren. Go. Hard. Good.
Good.
I want you to wrap it around, so there's a slight stagger now.
Just too deep, so now they can tap and roll in for sure. And gets a little bit scarier here. Michelle's going to have to turn to the defense.
With forward, it'll come up a hair.
Yeah, right through.
Yeah, just roll out, it's okay. Forward.
Clean it. Yep.
Forward.
Clean. Yes.
Forward.
Watch that center line now.
Come on in.
Hard.
Now it starts to cross and come over.
You got it.
Wiggle.
You got it.
Miss cube. And
Nice
they'll
sweep,
roll
Em.
it just to the top edge.
Wow, great brush.
Nice sweep.
Thanks. Great sweep, Em.
Off it, but
No, it's
just
10.
like it was holding
Any way
again.
we can roll under? Yeah.
Here before they start
Well.
Kate, that's fine.
Yeah.
Checking.
I like that. Just an off nose.
Across the face double on the
9-5.
right-hand side of the back one. If the double's made, you should roll buried.
I kind of like that.
Yeah, at least make the double.
But you saw the mitt go up. She wants it right on the nose.
She does. That's one thing this team we've noticed. They really
Defer to her, don't they?
They do.
Yeah.
They do.
Once the decision is
Go
made,
for it. Close.
they leave her
It's pretty
alone.
close.
Kate.
Hard, Kate.
Yep. Hard, Kate. Hard, Kate.
Hard.
And
Nice
right
throw.
on the nose
That's
is
good.
what they get.
Good, Les.
You guys like?
Good.
Oh, that.
Good sweep.
Yeah.
Good.
Double
Yeah.
was a bonus.
I was thinking that.
Yeah, big roll. Yeah.
Same weight.
Same weight.
Michelle was thinking they would
How's
hit it
it
with
gonna run
normal
here,
weight, but
Rach?
Rachel's is going to play soft weight across the top of that yellow and roll behind the corners. It's a really good chance to score a big score here.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's tight enough they could do that.
Oh, for sure.
Okay, forward weight.
I know Lisa could do it. So it's really a tick shot. Heavy tick shot.
Forward.
Clean it. Close. Yep. Hard.
Join
Hard.
Courtney.
Hard.
Wiggle.
Really hard.
Miscue. And there's that little rub and little roll. And do they grab anything? Looks like they maybe just got their teeth into the 12. Huh.
Can we just roll it back?
Tried to lose it for you. What a sweep. Just missed that.
This is where the balance between Kate and Michelle comes in, because Michelle looked at just playing the draw around this, and Kate kind of called her off for this.
Close.
7. Whoa, up.
Remembering,
Now.
too, that she is a former skip herself, Kate Cameron.
Hard, Lester.
Junior days.
One more.
And rolling it back.
Yeah,
And
yeah.
a couple late licks, maybe getting it underneath,
throw.
but they'll sit there top 12. Remember, now it is Ontario that has the hammer here in the 7th, and they are the shot stone back 12.
Shoot, should actually had you sweeping that the whole
Yeah,
way
did
there.
it under the guard. That's right. Well, Manitoba's been successful in forcing Ontario. It's just how many.
Yeah, close.
Set second shot here above the tee line.
No, then. No. 8. Oh, no, then. I didn't know it's heavy. Sorry. Cat. 9. Is it in?
Want to be deep.
Yeah, it needs to come down.
Can't touch
Oh,
it.
9.
Looks like a rocket.
Remember what we said, that would be
Nope.
back 8.
I think they're going to bury anyways.
And 9, they knew it right out of her hand.
I didn't think that much out of her hand. I thought kind of all there.
Not many errors by this Homan team, but there is one. And then now for Kate, she's got to
didn't think
capitalize
that
on
much
this.
of
this
her
Great.
hand, just the way
is
that it
what it's
ran.
all about. And they're just,
Yep.
when the teams are that good, whatever the sport, take advantage of the opposition's mistake.
Okay,
Kate
launch
Cameron.
pad.
7, 8.
8.
Yes. Yes. Just for line. Yes. Line. Just line.
Room.
9.
And you tend to want to panic here, Russ, a little bit.
Yeah, and they didn't yell 9 soon enough. They're more worried about the line.
10, like 9, 10 here.
Whoa, for not touching it.
And you remember, there you go. There's the miscommunication.
Yeah.
The front end didn't communicate. Somebody yelled from this end, don't. That end, yes. And what they did was with a big miss.
You get mesmerized on the line on those shots because you have to get it by. That's job number one. But the line is dependent on the speed itself, and it's never going to curl if you're going to be heavy.
Still looks there. Gotta be in front of the tee.
No.
Again?
Never.
Looks really similar to me.
8. No.
Never.
Well, I'll be back 4.
Let it stop. Wherever it stops.
Just to it, or a little ahead of it.
Just in front.
It's got to sit. Okay,
And we'll get to the back edge of the 4.
Hey, does it look like the same?
Coached them for so many years.
3 to 4 feet less. I didn't
The Hall of Famer member Earl Morris receiving the applause, the acknowledgement from a knowledgeable crowd here in St. Catharines. Former coach of Rachel Homan, as Brian was telling us earlier this week, has been staying in touch more to boost confidence. Although I might suspect there was some coaching in some of those communications, but just to tell them you are the best. You can make all the shots. Maybe not be as aggressive. Pick your spots.
You got it.
But here again now you've been given 2 chances if you're Manitoba. My goodness.
High side, do you want to peel the card? Yeah.
And this, if you
7-8.
can say anything about Michelle Englot, should Russ be her strength.
No, it has been virtually her entire career.
Hard. 7. Make sure. 6.
Well, that means they have to pick this up and put it on their back. They need to bring this down. Don't bounce. Oh, boy. They overcooked that. Again, misjudged.
Sorry, we weren't getting any feedback online. He said 7.
Oh, they just kind of watched that and kept brushing for whatever reason. Couldn't get the line. Not only is it easy to get out, look what happens when you do. This one's gone, this one's gone. You sit right there for 4. It's a little dangerous because Michelle can freeze, but if she has to make it, she loses this game.
Sorry? I think control. It's not moving.
Just, it'd be nice to roll it off.
Can you roll away, Cheryl, a little bit?
Normal?
And not leave a pocket?
Yeah.
With the weight, you could.
It's either roll away or nose it where you're a rock higher.
And those last few shots are just classic signs of pressure. A little amped up, a little extra weight.
Didn't curl
not
much
enough
for her.
communication.
Her speed was close. I think rolling away would be nice. Rachel can throw it hard enough to do that. It looks like she's throwing softer, though, so she's trying to stay to the right-hand side of those reds. Maybe roll on top of the yellow.
Tell me the crowd doesn't know what's happening here. They see the same thing developing.
Right, if you were a foot higher, she couldn't even get
You
it
had
out.
chances,
Have you roll my
Manitoba.
shooter?
Okay. How much?
Down normal.
Okay.
Doesn't come up here.
Okay.
Easy early.
Yeah.
A foot higher. Perfect.
Rachel Homan and her first.
Control. Yep. Easy. Yeah. Control.
Did they say they want to roll it away?
Hard.
I thought they should yell down, roll it away if they could. Get it by that guard, though. First things first. There it is. They'll make the double, and yes, they will roll it away. She smells it now.
Oh, yeah. It was cornered enough on that yellow to redirect onto part of the red to make the double easier so she could take the liberty of hitting it thinner. Really smart play.
And now if you're Manitoba, you've got to get to the corner and freeze it, put it right on the corner.
It's still there, but the pocket's not as big as it was last time.
But great opportunity that she had a chance to throw it on her first one.
No mistakes this time if you're Manitoba. Englot with the throw. Wilson and Westcott with the brush. And Cameron with a line call. You've got to put it all together here. Ontario is sitting 4. about the communication now. Here it goes. Here it goes. You got to get it by. Get it by. Oh, now take it down. Take it down. Game saver. Hell, they're shot stone.
What a great throw.
Should have just set off at her.
Now the perfect shot, Russ, would have been what? Right to the corner frozen?
Yeah, frozen would have been better. So this can be removed, but look where it is. Can it get through the port and pick it clean, Cheryl?
It did come out just a little bit over curl. It needed to be off it just a second sooner.
Oh dear.
Looks like, and not port, it's not a big port to begin with, but it looks like if you get through clean, you'd hit it thin. You might get unlucky going that way, but there's a good chance. Looks to me like if you get through the port, it goes through there for 4.
Should come up.
Made it too good, really.
Yep. Control come up.
And there's that the confidence of that front end. Joanne Courtney saying we can hold it.
Can't see a lot of it, but you can see the amount you need.
Inches higher, and it's perfect.
Imagine if you could pick this out, put a 4 on the board here in 7. Go a long way to a possible 3rd national championship for Rachel Homan. Right now, it's a stolen point for Manitoba.
They're quiet. Lead. Oh. They're quiet.
Nothing yet. Now they got her. Here they go. Weagle. Courtney trying to get it through that hole. Got to come through. No. Remarkable. Michelle with a miracle. All those chances, and she made the last one count. This is what they're playing for, hoping to put their names on the Scotties Tournament of Hearts trophy. RCMP Constable Susan Phillips from the Hamilton Niagara Regional Detachment, and Constable Elise Broom, appropriately enough, also from the Niagara Detachment, bringing in the championship trophy. It all started last Saturday and wound up with the final round robin draw on Friday morning. We had 4 teams through. Manitoba, Ontario, Team Canada, Northern Ontario, Quebec missing by 1 game. Everyone won a game. Best ever performances for Newfoundland, Labrador, and the Territory. Your final standings of this year's Scotties. So, now the game can change. My goodness. There is Ontario that cracked the 3 in the second to take a 3-1 lead. And now consecutive steals in 5 and 7. And Manitoba leads it 4-3. Second guessers, I guess you can say. Was the shot there? How difficult was it to come through the hole? Certainly, the reward would have been minimum of 2. If you jam, you could have. If you avoid the jam, maybe you can get 4.
You know, the only thing I thought about that shot is they hadn't really played much over there. The other one that I looked at was the in-off on the red one, the one that Kate had said that they needed to sweep to get buried behind. They didn't even look at that.
No, you're right. It was there too. But and the shot Rachel tried, you know, at 5, 10%, maybe 15% you're going to make it. But you probably win the Canadian Championship, and that's why she did it. They're not out of the woods. They're only 1 down with hammer here, 2 hammers to 1. But Michelle Englot has made a couple of game-saving shots. Come around in 5, or she gives up 2 to go 3 down. That one there loses the game. But the other thing that was really impressive is Kate yelled, "Whoa," just in time, or that thing keeps curling and it's half open.
Well, the other thing, I mean, Englot, for her, having seen and missed 3 straight opportunities for her to finally get it, to wrap it around. When you know the game is on the line, that is the experience. That's when it pays off.
And Ontario missed a couple in the wrong direction too, which gave them those extra chances. And that could haunt Ontario.
Yeah.
Kate Cameron also said another good thing before Rachel too, is it really goes here, and she knew that spot. Rachel didn't quite realize it was going to curl that much.
Yep. Right in the middle. Okay. Good.
And right in the middle they are.
Wait. 11.
Yeah, 10-8.
Back weight, reach.
Yeah, the point's made that we talked earlier about the crowd. Right now they're a little quiet. They've seen their Ontario team, fall behind 4-3 as we play here in 8. But Ontario once again does have last rock.
Hard, Hack! You got it, Em! Whoa. Roll it, go.
On this end for Homan simply is making sure you score.
Sorry.
Love to get your deuce. Can't give up a steal.
Just up. Bumper.
You look at that scoreboard.
Not much different.
Team Ontario hasn't scored in an hour and a half.
You got it, buddy.
Yeah.
I just want to split that. 10-6. No, Kate.
Ooh, it's coming pretty hard here.
Firm.
And you saw the hand go up. They're still up from Renora Westcott.
A little more.
And so firm, it'll spill out the side.
This is, as you get closer to the end of the game, this is when the team needs to talk a little bit more, slow everything down. You come out way faster than you think you do. Michelle recognized that in her last draw, that perfect shot she made. She knows she's going to overkick on that just because you've got that adrenaline. She would have pulled back.
Pebble wears off, it gets a little bit straighter, and you add the extra speed to the little bit straighter surface, and that's a double whammy.
That combination.
5. Yes, for line.
5. 6. 7.
Gotta stop.
It's a good overcurl.
Sit.
Mine's great.
Sit. Nice. Good, Joe.
So for the gold medal for the championship, the winner will represent Canada at the Women's World Championships in Beijing. If the winner is on or the team is on the podium, they pick up a spot in the roar of the rings, the curling trials. All of that being said, of course, that Rachel Homan already has a spot, so that her position would go to the standings and numbers. That's how they decided. If it should be Manitoba and Michelle Englot, then she would have that direct entry. On top of that, of course, more than $200,000 in the prize money and all the funding as a carded athlete that you get, and you pick up for, I think it's a period of 4 years, isn't it?
It is.
So there's a lot at stake from that standpoint. Trip to the Continental Cup next year in London, Ontario. And, of course, returning as Team Canada.
It's the biggest prize in curling by a ton. Could have hit that open yellow one. It was wide open from the hack. Played the freeze, trying to shrink the scoring area. Homan will be aggressive here as he's trying to get 2 in the 8th.
Clean.
A little light. Wait's really close. Gotta be there.
Even end with the last rock.
Hard.
Emma Miscue.
Come on.
Hard, Lee.
We're tapping.
Wow.
Clean, boy. Clean.
And tapping they are. Little separation now.
That was the danger with the freeze, Cheryl.
And Manitoba could see enough of that back line to play it. Look at this.
I think this must. I think that surprised. That surprised them.
I no kidding, because it wasn't light. Back 8 weight.
Tighter than everyone else, or?
This makes Kate's even tougher than her first one.
Hey,
Because the
line's
rock's a little
down.
higher now. You can't bounce off.
5. Curling. Gotta be 7. Hard. Hard line. You got it.
Got it.
Hard, you got it. Okay. Whoa.
4.
There's the difference.
3.
That same kind of break, just that little extra weight got them through and got them by for Ontario.
A dead sweeper's weight, no chance on it.
Time out, please.
The reigning champions in attendance for the closing ceremonies, and earlier today they picked up a bronze medal with the win over Northern Ontario.
Just a wall of guard.
There was drag on that, so at least they don't have that anymore.
Coming in. We shot?
Yeah.
You tap it to.
We're shot.
You can probably get through
Go
there,
here.
tap it,
I
and
know,
maybe
it's just
even
a
release
wall.
us out, and with a bit of luck, sit three. But
We got to make sure we score.
then you got Michelle Englot coming up,
Yeah, but if
and that's right in her wheelhouse. So you got to make a decision here.
can't take the out. What do you like? She can still come down in this one with weight.
Yeah, but we'd be shot here.
Hey, intern.
I think so. I just threw
I like
it a
that,
couple
Cheryl.
ones ago.
Beat her
Remember that
in,
open draw?
play her at her own game.
Similar weight.
Make her throw the tough hits. Don't let her have a free draw.
Yeah, we gotta be
for a while,
piece
right?
of the 4.
Yeah.
We haven't seen this since the 6th end. Rachel threw 14-2.
Sweep for
So
bite
Ontario
before.
using one of their
Yeah.
2 90-second timeouts.
Emma was heavy a couple times last end, so but this should be a hair slower here. It's a spot they haven't used as much. Sat for a while.
You saw Ron Westcott coming out to talk with his team. Adam Kingsbury doesn't come out. The team, the Homan team, just sorts it out among themselves.
We should be close. Gotta go.
Should be close, Courtney said. Well, they now will back right off this as around it goes. And that little bit of brush, and they've overcooked it as it goes to the back of the button. And so maybe both teams now suffering a little bit of the nerves.
You would think that seems to be the tendency.
Just didn't know it was heavy.
Had to go a little early too. They're worried about the line. Yikes.
Yeah, it did slide pretty good. I have 14-2 on hers. I think we just have to keep an eye on the glide.
Slid really nice out there.
It did. I don't know. I liked what Emma said. She said we got to make
to the
sure we
face?
score, and this could make it really tough.
Well, that was the decision, wasn't it, at the timeout? You pound those. You're still in good shape around that corner guard with one frozen. Get rid of the front.
Yeah, I like that.
Yeah, it is the 8th end. You're absolutely right.
This could make it really tough to score.
All right. Hasn't changed.
Seven. You want to be on the button.
Skip Stones.
Just for line.
Here in 8. Michelle Englot.
On the button. It's really good. Needs curl if anything.
We can wait. We got to wait.
Mine's pretty good.
Has to curl.
No bounce.
They
You can't bounce right
decided
now.
to
Right
wait
here's better. Right here's better.
and had to wait.
Sit. Sit.
And
Okay.
Nice
it
weight.
does.
Great weight.
It's not the shot stone, however.
Great weight. 14-2.
Yeah, 6 inches less ice. That's glued in there.
Real nice weight.
Perfect weight on it.
Okay. Push up that.
Now a really good opportunity.
Yeah, see, thanks.
A little inside flop.
Not much to pick between the two, but interesting to note. Rachel Homan, if it comes down to a draw right now, just throwing the 4, that's the low mark. 75%. Player numbers are brought to you by Travelers. It's better under the umbrella.
It's hard to say how well Michelle threw that line-wise, but if it curls like it has been all week, just a bit of a tap here, maybe roll that over a little bit, kick that red one back. It's 3 buried on top of the lid with hammer. This is huge. Tough to get to the inside, but there is room.
Weight's close. Line's good. Clean it. 6. Clean. Make sure it's here. No line yet. No line yet. Line's green. Make sure it's here. Yeah.
Gotta go. Gotta go.
Oh boy. They said 6, and then it started to go, and it's still going on them. Still going on them. Now they're backing right off. Looking for that little bump and push it back. Wow. to get to the nose and push it back.
Sorry, I didn't know if you were calling line or weight there.
That could be huge, that shot.
That curled a lot more than Michelle's did.
Look at the awareness of Joanne Courtney to have her head up and those late little licks.
Well, they couldn't hear either, Vic. It got so loud, trying to look to the line caller for a call.
Looks like they're coming through the port, Cheryl, with a lot of ice.
Wow.
That's a small port.
Lots of space.
Obviously, you get through, you're real good. If you can get it right in there, because Rachel still has that angle there to kick that way.
Are you thinking just?
I think just draw, straight draw.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Looks like max ice. And
You might need to, once we're through the guards, you might need to hit
What
it for
about
line on
angling
your
that?
side.
Sure.
Pushing one of theirs up from that their straight raises.
Yeah, but then you still you've got to get it past that one that Rachel just threw. You don't. As I said, I coached Michelle 2 years ago, and her out-turn draw runs pretty straight. They've got to be patient on the brushing here to get by that yellow corner here.
Right now it's Ontario sitting the 2.
Yeah. Yes. Back 8. Yeah.
Oh boy, right away picked her up.
Back 8.
Westcott, Wilson calling back 8. Wait. Now Cameron, they've got to come through this little hole here. It's getting smaller all the time. This little hole here. And they're all over it.
Just light. Just straight light.
I think you'll get there. It was good.
And did she make it a little wider for them? Did she open it up a bit?
Yeah, weight was
Yeah, that port is there.
I think so. That'd be pretty perfect. It's tough. I think
the problem with the intern is you can't get to third.
Quarter of it. I'd rather throw a draw here. Okay, let's do it.
3 because of that back red. Can't out count it. Forces him to this.
Just needed to stay on it right from the get-go.
Yeah. You almost have to take a hair tight ice and like come off of it a little. And that's a hair tight ice. Hey Joe. Yeah, hair line here and here. Okay.
Bad break for Manitoba, because if you miss some other way, there might not be a port. They made the port slightly bigger.
A couple of times they've had their opportunities, but Michelle Englot has worked some miracles.
I tapped on the last. Okay, there's more curl here though. Okay, I like it, Reach. Right on the tee. Okay.
Couldn't make it there though through the hole.
Her first one didn't curl. I think if she gets that in there, she could be 2 up playing number 9, but not anymore.
Yeah, because it was just perfect weight.
This extra point is absolutely critical.
So sitting 2.
Trying
to draw it through the hole as well.
Weight's really close. Easy early. Easy.
Courtney,
No.
Weagle, that early brush. Miscue, calling them right off. It's got to break off that stone. Still on that guard. Here comes the hole. Oh, and there it was. That early brush. Maybe the nerves again. They pounded it early. Kept it out there. And it crashed on the stones in front. But Ontario is back in front. It's close to a full house here at the Meridian Center, and the communication with the crowd, I think, is a factor here. Watch Joanne Courtney on this final draw as she jumps it right away and then doesn't hear somebody calling her on.
That was definitely a factor. You see this, and then you can hear Rachel's yelling for Lisa to get on it. Lisa can't hear it all. Could have made all the difference if they had a chance just to get it to curl a little bit more.
So the missed opportunity there for 3, and Ontario settles for the deuce. And with that, they retake the lead. Their first lead since back in the second when they scored 3. It's 5-4, Ontario leading, as we welcome you back. An exciting gold medal game. The championship final, Scotties, here in St. Catharines. And here in the 9th, it will be the Manitoba champions out of the Granite Curling Club in Winnipeg, skipped by Michelle Englot. They do have the last rock. They have the hammer. playing the Redstones.
Rachel made a pistol with her first one to set up the 3. Still walks out of there with a 2, and she was right on speed control on that last one also. And just as you say, a couple brushes too many.
Line's tight.
Line's all right.
I think had Lisa been able to hear and get on, it could have made the difference. I mean, I talk these new brush material can't make that much of a difference, but it was only a probably ½ inch, and she's through.
It's not the only front end that hasn't been able to hear, Cheryl.
Whoa, don't finish.
Kathy's not here, so I can say that.
Oh, throw them under the bus. Well, this is going to be all about the force for Ontario.
Reach close. Line's good. Ferry now. Make sure it looks a little light. 5.
Are you a little surprised here that
Looks light.
that off-center guard goes up from Ontario, and right away Manitoba goes rush instead of maybe putting something else up in the free guards?
Yeah, you could have gone corner guard. There's no question about it.
Go.
Nice sweep, guys. Nice sweeping on.
Not quite. Shot stone. It remains Manitoba.
Homan would like to play in the middle for sure to shrink the scoring area, chance to possibly steal, to be 2 up coming home, but maybe more importantly, as Cheryl just said, just a single out of Manitoba. That's what Holman's looking for. A couple of tick shots from Lisa Weigel, and they're in good shape.
6. Line's good.
Whoa, guys. Whoa.
6, 7. 7 maybe? 7. 7?
No.
6.
Renora Westcott.
We're 7.
In her
Do you wanna
third
go back?
Scotties.
Same weight as the last one. Yeah. A little more. Deeper. Okay.
Well managed.
Okay.
And it hangs onto the back. Edge of the 4, sitting 2.
Not where they wanted it, but at least they did kick over and set up a double.
Through. Easy peel.
Easy peel, just through. Nose.
You don't like the one, eh?
I like the run.
Okay.
What do you like?
Run's dangerous, Cheryl.
Yeah, you know, and if you're trying to force, I like freezing the back one.
You could end up with a blank by playing this call.
Okay, just through.
I think Rachel has so much faith in Joanne that if she misses it, she'll still hang around. That's the secret here. Have a rock to use to force Manitoba. A roll out here is not good.
Can. Close. Close. Yep. Hard. Hard.
Run it back. Oh, she touched them all. Oh, just failing to spill them all. Leaves up the shooter. Centerline guard.
3 really great things that happened. The red one's gone, the yellow stayed, and maybe most importantly, the yellow guard stayed. Real good shot. Boy, you ever peel that top?
Nice,
just plain peel it, you're blanking, and then who knows?
Those 2 yellows in there could be the opportunity to force Michelle to her 1.
9. Whoa. Okay. Go. Yeah.
Leslie Wilson.
Yeah. Run. Hard. Kate. Okay, you're good. That's good.
All right, Les. Okay.
Well, guess who's back on The Voice? Gwen Stefani. And it's the most sizzling season yet. It's The Voice tomorrow at 8, 7 Central on CTV.
Control weight. Should come back a little bit.
Yeah.
Breathe through.
Nice opportunity here to just stick it underneath that center guard.
Gotta go. Hard. Every inch. Hard.
Good brush here. Did they do enough to hold it? They did.
They would have loved to have just sat there, nosed a little roll under.
Play best.
Surprised at how far this rolled.
Here.
Hey. Okay.
You
The
got it?
double would go, but we're rolling away. I like that. Yeah. 9-5.
Just a 9-5. Yeah.
Play the double, but you might lose the
And what was
thrown
my
stone.
last
You can
one?
hit and roll
9-2.
on top, or you could still freeze.
You got it, bud.
I think they're playing the hit and roll on top.
They are. Yep.
Don't want to roll too far and set up a red double.
Weight's nice. Slow. 9-5.
Third Scotties for Leslie Wilson as well.
No. Hard. Hard, Kate. Hard, Kate.
That's good.
And rolls it away, and back it comes, holding on to the back four. Shot rock for the moment.
Good. That works.
Yeah.
Not getting quite.
Better than rolling less, Cheryl, and setting their red double up.
Now gives Manitoba a chance.
Line's really good. Weight's really close. Looks there right now.
Slow then.
Clean
Emma
it.
miscue.
Wait only. My God, real.
Whoa, whoa.
Clean it. Clean it.
6, 7.
Yes. Clean.
7.
Clean.
7.
Easy.
8.
Whoa, whoa. Right to it.
Lock
I heard
it.
her say, lock
Line,
it.
no.
Come on. There you go. Throw away the key. It's too late, isn't it? I'm assuming here for Manitoba to change gears and go for a blank and take the last rock to 10.
I think so, Vic. You know, you'd like the blank or you'd like your deuce. So I think at this point they're going to try for their deuce. This is going to be the best way. But problem is you're playing around a center guard. You don't want to get forced.
Yeah,
Corner frozen, grabbing the pinhole, Russ?
Yeah, exactly. Or just short shot rock. You kept it a little higher. Rachel's got to be careful because then you might have a double and start working on that blank again.
Yeah, we're all there.
If you freeze, they'll freeze, and then you're in trouble.
7, 8.
7.
7, 8. We're
Yeah.
just bouncing.
To it.
Clean it. Sit.
Oh. Good.
And to it they are. Still looks like that pin's available.
It's pretty nice curling, though, under these circumstances.
Oh, the pressure of the moment, particularly that young lady, Kate Cameron.
It's actually pretty good.
Yeah, it's great.
Still, she's throwing 88% in that battle with Emma Miscue, who's right now at 87. So out curling this two-time Canadian champion.
Hold that off. It's more release. Can't right now. Ever.
It's hot.
7, 8.
Can't.
8.
No line.
8.
8. No line.
That's deep. That's back four weight.
Still tapping. Curl.
It's trying to come down.
It is. It's starting to move.
Oh, boy. It
It's gonna
ever.
rub and roll off. No, right to it. Goodness. Like it had eyes.
That rock's faster.
Yeah, I thought a little more release.
I slid like nothing.
Yeah.
Like I slid out with guard weight. I agree.
Yeah.
This was all by herself.
Thinking that rock's a little faster, Russ?
Yeah, well, it came down at the end, though, so, but it looked heavy early.
Like I think it's going straighter and faster. Okay.
What's the play here?
Straight back. If the yellow and the unlock that other yellow would work.
Oh, right away, they got her.
Whoa, whoa.
They grabbed her now. Run this straight back. Cameron, run it back.
Get it.
And pick it off the face. And then leave the shooter there, too.
Great shot, Kate.
Just impressive.
First Scotties. Are we kidding? Come on. Wow.
Does not act like it.
Nearly unlocked that red-yellow combo, too, Cheryl. That would have been dangerous for Rachel Homan.
The angle's probably. Like if she corners on this side, you can maybe get it in on this side. Draggable here. Get to it.
The difference in demeanor at the moment, huh? There's Kate, just fired, just ready to go.
Yeah.
And then there's that senior savvy.
Never
Michelle, just relax, girl. We'll get there.
Yeah.
One shot at a time. Skip Stones. Rachel Homan.
Make sure it's there.
Great game.
Wait only. Line's great. Make sure
Looks
it's
a little
there.
lighter,
Line's
and that's a good move. Short's pretty good here.
Line's great. Gotta freeze it.
Gotta go.
Gotta go.
Hard, Reese.
Hang on it. Hard. Gotta go. Come on.
Now they got it picked up here. Listen to the crowd joining in. Can they drag this down and put it on the face again? Can they do it? Yeah!
communication with the noise in this building on that shot.
It's not making sense. That looks like so much less than that.
But if we miss, we have to know that.
What are you thinking?
This around the horn.
I don't think it's there, Cheryl. The forward hot shot
think
there,
that goes right into the right?
it'll come back up, but I think it'll just come to there. I'm not so sure you can get it all the way back to there.
This turn will go into our.
What if we just try and like move this
and set up that side? What happens if you just try to pick in?
Don't you think we should run? Are you thinking of running the red in?
No.
What were you thinking of doing?
Well, I think
straight pick it.
What do you like?
I honestly don't think this makes it to the yellow. I think it hits our
It's to the
red.
It might. I think it hits the yellow. I think it goes right into here.
Well, we just played the run.
If you hit this rock right here. The run doesn't do anything.
If you hit the run, if you made the run and hit about a quarter on and it came into these.
Unless you hit it right on the beak, and then this guy goes here, you're going to have to run it for
or
two.
even on the court, if you hit it on this side, the red will come into these too, right?
Yeah, but it's going to be dead buried behind our guards, so.
Yeah, well, no, you'll.
What if we just rip this?
You can see a little bit of it, eh?
You can see like this much of it. I like that. I
Okay.
like that. If you rip the guard, you rip the guard.
Okay. Yeah, that's good.
Right?
We have lots of time, guys.
I think that's what you do, because that one's going nowhere.
We'll kind of wait.
You got to
I like
field
that
to
a
get
lot.
that out of there.
Okay.
You like it?
Yep.
We got to make sure we get the guard, if anything, right?
Fascinating situation. They talked about this one. It's not quite there. It's going to go over to there, in my opinion. You've got the run that Ron talked about, and if you nail it, you're pretty good, and hopefully get on a bit of an angle and you kick it one way or the other. He also suggested if you get it that way, your thrown rock will go over here, which is pretty good too. But the option they came up with, which is also very tough but maybe more rewarding, is just pick it. Just pick it clean. That goes out of there. The red one's going to move a little bit, but I think it'll stay for shot rock. If nothing else, they've got some breathing room. Just try to pick this thing thin.
You know, you look for little signs, Cheryl.
Lots of time, Michelle.
And we said earlier how the team really backs off and lets Michelle play. At that particular moment, a lot of chatter. The coach is there. You could feel Kate being a little bit amped up. Son Derek watching. Mom throwing. And just taking a reset here. Her first.
Take your time. We got lots of it.
Yeah.
It just is starting to boil over here.
I felt a little bit like Michelle may have gotten talked into this shot. She talked about maybe playing more of a soft tap to leave her shooter somewhere. This is kind of a Kate Cameron shot.
Right.
Whoa.
Right.
Going to have to really get close to that guard.
Close? Yes!
Now, quickly on it. Can you pick this off the face? No.
Just had to throw it too hard, and I agree with you. It was a Kate shot, and then the soft weight tap would have been more
Or
in
do we hit one
Michelle's
of these out?
wheelhouse.
Like, what is it?
Shoot. Yeah.
You reach? Normal?
Now,
Make some time.
Up again? Feel out that side one. Feel out around the horn.
there is that little around the horn. Does that do anything for you? Is there something
Feeling
there?
out the side one? Pardon? Feeling out the side one?
You
Yeah.
you probably could, if you're Rachel Homan, yellow, and get the red.
Oh, okay.
But there's really no reason to get the red because the red's helping you.
Okay, you can't get up if you're Englot to come off and spring forward to catch.
No,
the yellow.
no, I
Okay.
don't think so.
All righty.
And they're going to take it away anyways.
Homan.
But
Clean! Whoa! Whoa! Clean!
same shot you tried for one, Cheryl. Did you pick it clean?
I think so.
Red one drags onto that other yellow.
You can't straight pick that. And this is going to at least go to here with feel. I don't think you have a shot.
Right on there.
Yeah. Right? Can't risk giving up two.
No, you're right. Can't hurt yourself.
Again? No. Our red goes then.
There's no way for two. There's just no chance.
No.
I guess you can't hurt yourself because of the
Yeah,
drag,
we
right?
can't. No.
Like, that's not, even if we catch that, I think we must try it again. I just threw that a little out.
Right out to it, eh?
If the yellow's hit a third of a yellow, half the yellow, it'll drag the red one towards the back yellow and should save that red. Boy, you can't see a lot of this thing.
Same weight?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, you got this, Michelle. Same weight.
Ontario shot rock, trying to pick this right off the face.
Yeah, right.
Yes.
Same
right away. Same weight. They like that. Got to get it by that center guard, though. Get it by that center guard, though. No.
Man.
Ontario. Will extend their lead
One in and through.
with a steal of one.
Gotta go one in, otherwise it's an easy two.
It's a wonderful facility. The Meridian Center here in St. Catharines opened just a couple of years back. Ontario Hockey League Niagara Ice Dogs call this home, and they'll be back after a 5-game road trip. We're in the Niagara region for this year's Scotties. So pre-qualifying tournament this year, also at the Brier, but all gone next year. 16-team field. Provinces, territories, defending champion. 16th team, not quite sure who that will be, what it will be. 2 8-team pools. 4 top teams in each pool will advance to a short championship round robin. That's the format for the Scotties and the Brier beginning next year. So Ontario with a steal of 1 in 9, and they have a 2-point lead. Manitoba, Michelle Englot will have the last rock. She has the hammer coming home, down by 2, and playing the Redstones.
Good run.
Brilliant display of curling by both teams under the heat like this.
Whatever you like. Dance, line them up.
The difficulty of the shots, though,
Same weight.
for Michelle Englot. That's been the difference.
Yeah, she's pushed to some pretty tough shots. You look at that freeze Rachel made last end, and then for Michelle, a little bit out of her comfort zone. High weight heel to laser that shot.
But just grazed the guard.
Clean.
Rachel's missed a couple of draws, and we talked right at the start of the week about how they've worked on the finesse. No better example than the perfect freeze in the 9th end. Real team shot, as you said. The crowd was going crazy, and they didn't panic. They kept communicating and locked it on. And that really is the difference at this point.
Tighter line. We jumped.
Great positioning by Lisa. You don't want to lock those on the corner of each other. We've seen some big scores when you can use those as guards and go right around everything.
Just make sure we get
Yep.
to
You got it,
center.
bud.
Where?
9, 8.
Line's pretty
10,
good. Yep.
9, 10. Plus. 9, 10. 9. Hard. Hard. 9. Whoa. Whoa.
Whoa,
Yeah.
whoa. Clean.
Try to get right to the nose on this.
And they do.
Good.
Real nice.
Shot.
Won't do much here.
Might have been early to come in.
Won't do much. Yeah.
Could have thrown another guard. You know what Rachel's going to do? She's not like she's going to guard her own. She's going to hit everything in sight here.
Yep. Yes. Yeah. Clean. Yep. Clean. You get.
Joanne Courtney.
Great throw. Nice throws, man. Thanks. You always feel good, Ray. Pretty consistent. Yeah.
Corner, Lester.
It's all right. You did a good job lining those up. She was a nose double for 2 right now, right? So.
Okay, 16.
Yep, you got it.
It's nice here.
Leslie Wilson.
Okay, line's good.
2. 2.5.
Just to here.
I think you stay on the inside there. Yeah. Nice, Les.
Got a girl.
Good.
Okay, right through. Yep. Hard, hard, Lise. Hard, push, Lise. Gotta go.
Uh-oh, watch where this goes now. And it'll hang around, covering the edge of the 8. Well, the way it started when Ontario cracked the 3 in the second, thought, well, that just may be too much already. But no, Manitoba hung tough. And the steal of 1 in 5. Another one in 7. They actually regained the lead. And then Ontario with a deuce. And then the steal of 1 in 9 has them in front now 6-4. The game story brought to you by Tim Hortons, official coffee of Curling Canada.
Not very often you get a missed peel by Joanne Courtney. The opportunity here.
No question. You just got to be a little careful. Bearing it's key, but you don't want to set up a red double.
It needs to be more than 7.
Might have to be at least T-line plus.
Okay, line's really starting to curl. Line's good. 8. Needs a little curl.
Gotta curl. Gotta curl.
13.5.
Let it work.
We're heavy.
Maybe take a little rub here. Too late for that.
Sit. Good.
Nice, Les.
Real good spot.
Back they go.
Definitely slowing down, Cheryl.
Because I think they thought that was back 12.
They were trying to rub it at there at one point to slow it down.
And you got
Keep an eye on that.
Now. But then we leave a double, don't we? Or do we discard this?
Englot, Cameron, when do you go? When do you make the move? Emma Miskew.
I don't know what to do here.
Where's it going? Oh, she did it for them. She did it for them.
What did we freeze?
Now, what do you do if you're Manitoba? You were thinking about doing something like that, and it's done for you.
You sit
Yeah,
3,
I don't
they're
know.
probably going to make a double.
Kind of think so.
You could
Think
freeze.
so. Even if I tap it like a foot. Yeah.
Rachel's
like
going to
that.
hit 1 and roll in.
Yes, Kate's first, so I think you could
Remember yours
just play
here?
this
It was pretty
freeze.
straight.
Still
Yeah.
early enough.
I think yours will curl a little more.
Okay. 14 does weld this.
Yeah.
Try to keep it a hair high side, if anything. Otherwise, there'll be a double on that back one.
Just pulled off.
8. Okay, lines.
Some of them have been slowing down just a couple feet here.
Lean it. Where's the weight?
8, 9.
9. Close for line. Yep. No, no.
Whoa.
Just for weight.
No, we're moving at
9.
a 1.5 foot.
Curl.
Okay.
Okay.
Oh, that really came down.
Did come down, didn't it?
That was just dead when it hit 8.
Yeah.
Like it really came down.
Okay.
Got
It doesn't move here. Just easy peel. Just the roll is okay, eh? Just the roll is okay. That's not that either. Pretty straight.
Trying to give Emma the pro side miss.
Yep. That hurts. Whoa. Whoa. Yep. Yep.
Now they got her again. Weagle, Courtney.
Please.
Where's it going? Bang! Coming across. And not out. Not out. It's hanging on.
Oh, man.
Oh, they would have loved that out.
That goes out 2 ends ago. The ice is just a little bit stickier now.
So close.
Like just high.
Oh, okay.
Michelle's got to figure out if you can grade. You got to be careful. You hit this dead on, it's going to go there. If you can hit it a little high side, just feather that one. That one goes. That one goes. And your shooter rolls over here somewhere, and there might not be a double. This is huge.
Even if you don't make the double and just sit on top, that's pretty good too.
Whoa!
Okay, Cameron.
Close! Whoa! Close, Ren. Yes!
Westcott. Late licks.
Okay.
Underneath. Yeah, it'll sit there, but their group, the Reds.
Yeah, they lost it there. They make that double roll away. They might win this game.
It's all right. Shoot. Sorry. Just took to sweep that a little bit.
Just missed it. But
Yeah.
That really changes things because now there's a double to sit 2.
They don't all go, do they?
Manitoba can't score 3 if this double's made.
But at this point, if you're Manitoba, wouldn't you just like to get the 2 and go an extra?
Yeah, but if you'd rolled the other way, the 3 was looking super good.
Yep. Okay, Rach. You got it.
Close.
Give it a chance.
Close. Yes! Hard!
Now they picked her up really quickly. Skip Stones, Rachel Homan, her first.
Keep going, keep
All
going,
the way, once. Oh, did they stuff it? Is there still a chance? He'll let go. No, that 3 may still be on the board.
Really curls.
It is.
My goodness.
I'm sorry. I don't think I could have thrown it any better, eh? I don't think I could have thrown it any better.
It wasn't as if Miss Q wasn't in position. She was almost down on her knees.
Trying to roll there. There will be a double, either this one or this one.
All right.
But if you miss it, could be for 3.
Thinking 9-5? Yeah. Okay.
Even knows, Cheryl. Just you know, can't be rolling out.
Well, that's been her problem too. We've seen.
That's
I
true.
would think. I'm going to say 3 at least rollouts.
Right at it, bud.
Yeah,
you got this.
Michelle.
At one point, Michelle was 83% after 5. She's down now to 68%.
9-5.
Whoa, Jill. Whoa.
Ren.
Weight's good.
Ren.
Even leg.
Ren.
9-7.
Down just a touch.
Okay, whoa.
Hard. Last. Hard.
Little roll, Ren. Little roll.
Little
Real
roll.
nice.
Good.
And is there something left?
Oh, that's pretty good. That is pretty good. Those are tough doubles, Cheryl.
They are.
I think that's about as good as you could have put that rock.
It is as good as you could put that
Harvest
rock.
double both ways, right?
Timeout's been called by Ontario.
It's just there's so far to go.
Great
on that
line
one.
call by Kate.
I think we have to throw this and make it.
Okay.
Let's do it, Rach. Hey, Rach.
Sweep it to miss it.
Yeah, it's how you threw it last time here. Should come up a hair, just like last time.
Okay, sorry, man. Okay.
This one's a little flat. You could maybe go underneath and get that one, but that's obviously tricky. So this is the easier of the 2. But half a rock goes right there. So you heard Rachel say to Emma, sweep it to miss it. In other words, once you think you've got anything at all, just go crazy on the brush because it may be pretty difficult to hit it too thin.
Almost a redirect.
They know this area.
Dad Craig can't watch. Can't sit still. Final stone, Ontario. The big brush. Look at this. Courtney Weagle. Have they saved it for her? Yes, they have.
Look at these 2 rush.
Figure
What do you think, Dad? Did they make it? Yeah, they made it.
I love it.
Because he gave us a chance.
What a curling shot that was.
Hasn't changed much. Yeah, you know the weight here. Sorry?
Condition frozen there.
That was the type of one you could throw it right through and miss everything.
It's over. Don't worry about it. Next time.
Little tight.
To tie.
Weight's good.
Curling.
6.
Just her weight.
7.
Okay, you're
8.
good. Whoa, if you're
To
heavy.
paint.
Okay.
Oh.
Two it is. Wow. The game is so good. Let's go one more. The gold medal game of the Scotties in St. Catharines. We had two choices for the double, and neither was very easy. And this is the one she played, Rachel Homan. This is the game saver. You miss this, you give up the 3, you lose the game.
Didn't throw our first one very good, so to have that composure with the game on the line, to do that, incredible.
And full credit to Lisa Weigel and Joanne Courtney. Nat Craig is still bouncing around somewhere. That front end saved it too. Great call, line call, Emma Miscue. Manitoba draws the paint for their second to tie it at 6. And so this, the gold medal game of the Scotties here in St. Catharines, will go to an extra. And Ontario will have the last rock playing the Yellowstones.
Great shot, Lise. Right back. Lise.
Again.
Very sweet.
Perfect.
There's a hair
Just
saucer.
wiggling her way here in this extra.
I don't know if she's missed a tick
No.
shot yet this game.
No, not at all.
You could see Rachel just breathe a sigh of relief because she can see the forefoot.
I think we're very similar. Stay down,
A little bit tighter line.
We gotta go.
A little bit
Halfway.
tighter. Yeah, starting to move.
For Rachel to miss the way she did with her first one,
A little bit more.
and
Real
to
high.
compartmentalize that, sit and hack, and make a feather double, that's pretty impressive. Went a little longer here.
It's good. More positive. 11, 10.
Off. 10. 11.
Nothing. Emma.
Em.
Up enough. Up enough.
Roll it, roll it, roll it. Go, go, go.
And so they will leave the center there.
Okay.
And will also leave one stone covering the edge of the 8. Manitoba is sitting shot T-line edge of the
I
12.
think you gotta be like directly behind it for no double peel.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, I was just thinking that here's good because it would go into there. But yeah, let's go right in.
Yeah, I think that goes over top if you're just beside.
All right. I like that.
Just a 3 here.
Sorry,
By
Russ.
throwing that a little higher, Cheryl, that means that there's less chance of Lisa's curling enough, and they got away with it. Really good play. Yeah, you have to go underneath here.
Yeah, you do line them up one on top of each other. This one as tight as you can to the ring, so there's a fair bit of separation.
Seems like a lot.
Okay, well,
That's in the rings, I think.
Just to here.
Yeah, a couple of woes from Leslie Wilson.
Heavy.
Yeah, we're 4, 5.
Where are you?
5.
Make it good then. Right
Go,
to
go,
here. Go, go, go.
Then make it good and bury it behind that
Good.
center guard, and they do.
Good.
And the thought behind that is if it's going to go in, that may be the shot you're guarding for the rest of the end for the win. So make it tough for Rachel to outdraw.
Okay, right through.
Yeah.
Peel weight.
Yeah.
Wonderful numbers.
Nice green.
Both front ends playing so well. Westcott, Wilson, Weigel, Courtney.
Well, it's a shame somebody has to lose this game for sure.
Just a 2.
So about halfway.
On the side. Or do we want like a 2.5 here?
Just 2.5, 3. You got it.
Yeah.
Okay. Line's more important.
One and a half. 2. 2. Okay, let it curl if you can.
Gotta cross the line a little bit.
Line will be okay.
Yeah.
Right up
Gotta
to
bring it
center.
over. Gotta cross the line. How's the
Yep,
line?
yep. Hard more for line. Hard. Low. Good. Okay.
Oh, that's
Great
pressure.
shot, Les.
Very nice.
Yeah.
So nice. I think I need a hair loss than hers. 'cause
Joanne
hers
might
had no
kick
hair.
into this yellow and good things could happen. You'd love to be second shot at some point in time. You know, tick and roll out and still win with a saber.
Clean. Whoa, let it come up. Let it come up,
Oh, they're going to catch their own and push it in. They touch the stone on the 12-foot on the way out.
That could be the winner right there. They keep guarding. If Manitoba keeps guarding, you could maybe pick out the shot rock, roll out, and win.
Yeah, it gives you a few more options.
yeah.
Run back double.
Hit and roll in. That's worked out beautifully.
There, you guys.
We talked about Kate Cameron
A
and
little tighter.
her first experience
Okay,
of a
line's
Scotties,
good.
and
Well, line's good.
well, sometimes
Line's good. Girl, if anything.
the chat was amped up.
Just let it come
She's
down.
really handled
Not
it
too
well.
tight.
The numbers are proof of that.
Clean it. Good.
Yeah, she should be really
Good,
proud
Kate.
of the
Nice
way
shot.
she's handled herself this entire week under all the pressure. And
Left an angle here.
Which is it? Sorry?
Can I come this way?
I think, okay.
they kind of got caught in the middle, trying not to bring it too tight and trying to get the line to guard.
Just easy, PM. Coming up's fine.
Doubles here for sure.
Yes.
Emma miscue. Courtney Weigel. Out of her hand, running it back, got it, by, and they'll kill the one at the back 12.
Good. Throw. Easier to look at it that way.
Yeah.
Touch less?
Yeah, just a little less maybe.
A little sharper, maybe.
A
Little
shot
sharper.
of
Line's good.
Joanne Courtney's could be the game saver.
Really good.
Across that line.
Yep. Switch it up.
Needs to finish.
Hanging in the rings.
That spill, you mean?
Yeah.
Yes.
You're good. Good.
Stone sitting on the edge of the 8.
A little bit.
Yep.
Good.
Great shot.
Nice.
Nice throw.
Girl.
Still an angle here if they want.
Good. What do you like? You like trying it?
Yeah.
Easy peel. Clean. Whoa.
Not a lot of release.
Yep. Good.
Down to Skip Stones here in this extra.
Speed seems like what you've been throwing. We need the 4-foot.
Okay.
Speed's probably the same as it's been.
Yeah.
You heard it twice, Cheryl.
Already talking about the draw.
You tap it, gives them the double with a saver.
Okay.
This is
That's
the
probably what it's been.
first Scotties
Same thing.
final to go to an extra since Sault Ste. Marie in 2010. And that was Jennifer Jones winning 8-7 over Kathy O'Rourke and PEI, Jones Team Canada that year.
Room right now.
Play this through for us here, Russ. What's the plan?
Well, if this guards, unless it overcurls, I think that's going to be a peel or a run back if it's angled. So let's say this guard's perfect. I think Rachel will peel it. And then the thought process is, what do you want Rachel to do? Do you want her to hit or to draw? It's got to curl hard.
Gotta go.
A little more. Okay, that's pretty good.
Yeah, good.
Yeah, I don't mind that. They didn't have to guard that back one. It might tempt Rachel.
I think she will hit it, because if she
And then if
noses
she hits
it,
a roll,
what
she's
does
only
Manitoba do?
adjusting the 8 foot. We'll have the whole 4 foot.
I like that. Right on the nose.
Not sure why they did that. I know there'll still be a center guard.
I think
We haven't thrown these in a while.
Yeah.
Control.
If she ever rolls under and then
I don't think she'll ever roll under.
Yeah, that would be the error. If you roll here, then it's really double guarded for Michelle Englot to come in and possibly win the game. But a nose hit here for Team Ontario, what does Manitoba do? Wherever they put it, there's going to be some type of shot.
should come up.
Yeah.
A little surprised they didn't guard there.
Clean. Yep.
Really hard.
Hard lead. Hard lead. Gotta keep it high. Hard lead. Hard lead. Right to it. Hard. Sit.
Again. They are just terrific. Courtney and Weagle. Every skip will tell you there's sometimes those brushers will save it for you.
Yeah.
Time and time again they do.
Yeah.
But she just hammers it.
She hammers it, but
You could also go here.
Timeout has been called in this extra.
Make her make it good.
If they had guarded it, Rachel has to peel it.
I
You
like
can
this.
guard. She has to touch the forefoot to win the Canadian Championship.
I think we have a harder chance, or a better chance of her missing this than we do tapping this to here.
Yep.
Okay.
What do you think?
Right here.
I think we have to draw. Now, we have to draw. It just depends whether
go
you
here or
do
do
you
we
want
go
it
here?
just past there where she has to hit it real thin, or do you want to put it?
I think we go here and make this harder. Like
Yeah.
this is the harder shot.
Yeah, she just played it with that weight, but I don't know how.
Yeah.
I think
Okay.
right. I think you have to keep in mind when you go out a little farther, right? It might slide just a couple of feet
Yeah.
better, right? When you because you have to go out a little wider, right? Okay, let's make it.
Ideally, the perfect spot then is here.
Rachel did that for a reason. Drawing into the forefoot in the 11th end is not easy, so she wants to be able to do that. So keep a little bit of separation. Normally you're trained to go here, but that's just too easy. So get that rock back a little farther maybe. Maybe put it into this area. Make that run back a little tougher, and Rachel might draw.
And a very appreciative crowd.
This has been an amazing game between both teams with lots of pressure on it.
Okay. Let's have the outturn. We'll see where she heads.
And your thoughts on Ron Westcott's reminder that they're out wider, that it might just run a little bit?
I think he's right. You know, you can get amped up and you throw a little extra and it stays in the good stuff too long, and it could be heavy here. This is still pretty quick here if you're out wide.
So the ideal spot, they said, was back four and shot rock. Have to be shot stone.
Yes!
Just for line.
8. Come in
Wilson,
back 4.
Westcott, 8 would be back
That's
4.
really good. Right to here, you guys.
Right to there, she says. Back 4 is where they want it. Right to there, back 4. And that's where they drew it up. Wow.
Couldn't do much better than that.
I'll tell you what, dude. What a hats off to Manitoba.
Nice shot. Can't do much better.
Is there any decision here about what you play? Do you play the run back? You've got that.
There's 3 shots, Vic. You can draw, you can tap, and you play the run back.
I think you'll see her either play the tap or the run back. She's got a saver for the run back.
And we talked about that saver all along. You can come down here, hit and roll out, and win the game, all because of that hit and roll they talked about earlier. The awareness to peel a guard into your corner guard and roll in.
I'm not really worried about it floating. I think if
stay
you
right where you
let
throw
go
it.
where you want to hit it.
Just gotta be high.
Yeah.
Be off the line, Joe.
Yeah. Hey, just gotta
I can hit up to half and still get it.
Yeah.
You're off the line.
We'll try for 3/4.
Great, caught it. Just high and nose.
If they hadn't hit and rolled off that corner, now you'd have to stick this to win the game.
Now think about this. She is on her draws, Rachel Homan 71%. On her hits, 91%.
And this is the shot.
And this fits her.
It is. And it is a bonus. She doesn't have to stick it. Catch any piece of that red.
Crowd settles in a 6-6 tie. In an extra end, Manitoba sitting shot stone. And the miscue calling line. They got her now. Courtney Weagle, you got to run this back and catch it. Run it back. Got it for a third Canadian championship. Rachel Homan. Make the final 8-6. And for Joanne Courtney, the move east pays off with her first Canadian title. Manitoba, Michelle Englot. What a game. They will take home the silver medal as they take Ontario to an extra end. Fighting their way back after falling behind 3-1 after 2. The youngest skip, man or woman, to win 3 national titles, Rachel Homan. And now they will represent Canada at the World Championships in Beijing. The smile tells you all.
The 2017 Scotties Tournament of Hearts is brought to you by Cashmere Bathroom Tissue. Nothing feels like cashmere. The 2017 Scotties Tournament of Hearts is brought to you by Ford of Canada, proud partner with Curling Canada for 22 years. By Home Hardware, homeowners helping homeowners with expert advice. And by Tim Hortons, official coffee of Curling Canada.
We'll remember this game for a while, I believe. An extra end win by Team Ontario over Manitoba. Wonderful game. Joanne Courtney wins her first national championship. Rachel Homan a third, and she's with Brian.
Wow, Rachel, what a crowd and what a finish. Your third Scotties title, the youngest skip to ever do so. What does this one mean to you and your team?
I can't even describe the feeling. It's just, we worked so hard for that. We battled so hard. We gave up too many steals, and we kept coming. We kept supporting each other. The team was unbelievable. Englot's team played amazing. They killed it today, and I'm just so proud of my team and so excited for us. We're so excited to represent Canada. I can't believe we did this.
Gotta ask you about that double and 10. Your dad just about jumped through the building. Where does that shot rank in your career?
I think that's a tough one. I mean, the Canadian title's on the line, and you got to hit like a 16th maybe. So I think his excitement was like what I was feeling inside, but just kind of stay calm because we hadn't won the game yet.
And quickly, you beat Joanne Courtney in a Scotties final. What's it like to win one with her?
Oh, unbelievable. She's an amazing competitor. She works so hard at the game, and we're just so pumped that we can all do this together. I can't believe we're going to represent Canada. It's an amazing feeling.
Congratulations. Enjoy.
Thank you so much.
They were the champions a year ago in Grand Prairie. They will pick up a bronze medal this year. Out of the Glencoe Club in Calgary, Chelsea Carey, Amy Nixon, Jocelyn Peterman, Lainey Peters, and their coach Charlie Thomas. And for Team Manitoba, out of the Granite Curling Club in Winnipeg. What a wonderful performance. Skipped by Michelle Englot. Coached by Ron Westcott, Renora Westcott, Leslie Wilson, Kate Cameron, and of course, Michelle Englot. 7 championships out of Saskatchewan and a first but she gets to the final for the first time since the semifinals of '89. And here they are, your Canadian women's curling champions for 2017 from the Ottawa Curling Club. Their coach, Adam Kingsbury, Cheryl Kreviazek, Lisa Weigel, Joanne Courtney, Emma Miskew, and Rachel Homan. Spectacular performance throughout the week. And, you know, we talked about whether they were able to beat Manitoba for a third time. Well, they went to an extra end.
Well, unbelievable. And the composure of Rachel Homan to make that feather double after really throwing a poor stone with her first one. Emma missed the wrong way also. It looked like a house of cards just crumbling. Brilliant.
Tournament Hearts Trophy for 2017 champions, Team Ontario.
Ten days ago, when we arrived in St. Catharines, we asked the players a simple question. What's the best part about the Scotties? The one answer we heard more than all the rest said a lot. The best part about the Scotties is simply being at the Scotties. So what does that mean? Well, imagine growing up in Saskatchewan, where curling is the provincial sport, and finally getting to wear your colors at the national championship. That was Penny Barker this week. Imagine being near the end of your career, surprising everyone and winning your provincials, then playing in the Scotties with your best friends. That was Team Nova Scotia this week. Imagine seeing your name on the back of a Scotties jersey for the very first time. That's what it meant to the four rookies from New Brunswick. Every year, we're reminded that it's not always about the wins and the losses. The Scotties is 9 days that puts our sport on display and provides a stage for some of the finest curlers and people that you will ever meet. For many, it's the absolute high of their year. Of course, there is a competition to be played, and in the end, two teams stood above the rest. Team Manitoba were the talk of the town. Michelle Englot turned back the clock, taking her Manitoba team all the way to the final. All week, they were a joy to watch. And in the end, however, the #1 team in the world proved why they are indeed the very best. Rachel Homan and her team from Ontario are once again our national champions. They've won bronze and silver at their 2 previous World Championships. This time, they look to climb one step higher. Now, our road show continues as we head east for what's sure to be a trip to remember. 6 days from now, the top men's teams in our country will hit the ice in St. John's, Newfoundland in search of a Brier title. And we are all looking very much forward to that. It's been a wonderful event here in St. Catharines at the Meridian Center. Our thanks to all the volunteers who have looked after us, who have made the many visitors so comfortable. We thank you, St. Catharines, very, very much. And now we'll turn our attention to the Brier, which begins next Saturday in St. John's. And what a beginning. Brad Guju against Brendan Botcher. When it all begins next Saturday at 1:30 p.m. Eastern Time. So till we talk with you again next week, on behalf of Kathy, Cheryl, Russ, Brian, and our entire crew, and our thanks to the men and women of our crew for another outstanding effort this week. We look forward to talking to you from St. John's when we join you again. The Scotties Tournament of Hearts is here on Canada's sports leader, TSN.